Well, good morning, everybody. R.E.M. to start the show today. What's up, Jimmy?
Hello. I never heard that before.
I never know with him. I know you guys are laughing. There are times we play a song and Jimmy goes, I've never heard this song before. You think that one's overplayed a little bit?
That's nice, though. I like it.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one in a few years, but the reason we're playing that is because Donald Trump kind of pissed off R.E.M. by using that song. Was it yesterday?
Yeah,
was it during the Iran thing? Is that how he came on stage or somewhere else?
It was at Capitol Hill.
At Capitol Hill?
Yep.
For the Iran deal,
Yep.
right?
Mark, where they were mad, why he's a conservative and he's using their song. Oh, fucking
Are you
shut up,
exhausted?
It's
it gets exhausting after a while?
It's exhausting with fucking... I mean, you have the right to say who can use your song. I'm not faulting them for not.
Yeah.
But it's just the same thing. Every cornball artist, I won't even talk to Fox. We get it.
Well,
they're terrible and you're a visionary. Got it.
well, the artist, he gets paranoid. Like, oh my God, they're going to think I'm a conservative now.
It's just,
They're just using your song, Relax.
Yeah, it's just a song.
I don't know. If I was a musician and all of a sudden Donald Trump, who's red hot right now, is playing "It's the End of the World," I would think that's kind of good for sales. No,
A song of that size might not need it. Like, what was there was another one recently, like,
I don't know.
I
This
remember
comes up a lot.
that they didn't want a picture using. Maybe Metallica, it was somebody that they didn't want using because he had done something.
Right.
Sometimes if your song is big enough,
Yeah.
the guy being associated with it might seem douchier than any money you might make from it.
I think in the end you're just bored and looking for things that just aren't there. But Michael Stipe got really pissed yesterday on Twitter, but not on his Twitter because he's not on the Twitter. He called Donald Trump, I believe, the orange clown. That kind of made me laugh. What did he say?
Well, first the band released a statement. They released like the terse lawyer-like statement. While we do not authorize or condone the use of our music at this political event, and do ask that these candidates cease and desist from doing so, let us remember that there are things of greater importance at stake here.
What? What does that mean?
Nothing. It means no one's thought about us in a long time. We'd like to hear ourselves say something that sounds really smart.
Yeah, people are talking about R.E.M. for the first time in a bunch of years.
Yeah. And then Stipe said,
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves, the lot of you, you sad, attention-grabbing, power-hungry little men. Do not use our music or my voice for your moronic charade of a campaign.
I kind of respect that.
At least that's a statement.
Yeah.
That's a statement.
That's a statement.
Yeah.
Instead of the lawyer bullshit statement that you read and there's nothing actually there. He called him an orange clown too, didn't he?
Mike Mills called him an orange clown.
Oh, okay, Mike Mills.
Mike Mills, who is on Twitter.
Yeah, what did he write about this?
Hold on.
You got it right there.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
No, you go.
Personally, I think the orange clown will do anything for attention. I hate giving it to him. They're making it into a thing.
Yeah.
No one would have talked about this. They would have went, Donald Trump came out to "It's the End of the World as we know." Cool. All right, whatever. And they would have moved on. R.E.M. is making this a big, putting it in the spotlight.
Yeah. But I guess they have the right to, look, if it's your music and you wrote it and you performed it, you have the right to say who you want to to use it publicly.
I liked R.E.M., as I was coming up. Did you ever like R.E.M.?
No.
Never liked him
Never at all?
No, it's a good song, but no. Not my thing.
No.
But how refreshing is "Go fuck yourselves, the lot of you"?
That's a great statement. Awesome.
Eric doesn't want to move on from that. I love it. Yeah. Go fuck yourselves, and then he adds, "the lot of you."
Yeah. Everybody else dances around language.
Yeah.
And then he just says,
No, Michael Stipe, he doesn't play. Anyway, that's how we start today. Donald Trump, man, he went up in the polls again. Republicans' choice for nominee in 2016. The CNN poll. He's at 32%, and man, people are starting to beat me up on Twitter about this Ben Carson. They're like, will you pay attention to Ben Carson? He's the real deal.
He seems like a really bright guy, thoughtful guy. I'm not necessarily a fan of his over Trump. I love the fact that Trump is 32%. Every politician should just put a bullet in their own head.
It's unbelievable.
They should really all commit suicide. That's how worthless a reality show guy that most people didn't like too much. We knew who he was. He didn't seem very likable on the show. You're fired. That was his thing. We knew he made a lot of money. But he's more interesting than all of them.
Yes, absolutely.
They stink.
He's killing these guys that have...
Jeb Bush stinks.
Jeb Bush does.
Stinks. Your father and your brother both took us to war.
Yeah.
We don't want you. And yes, I was for both of the wars, so I'm not back. I don't want Jeb Bush.
Yeah, but you say Jeb Bush stinks, and then people are gonna. Well, I'm sure they're dialing their phones or punching the number in right now on their iPhones and their Samsungs. But I just think his personality just stinks.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about his politics. He as Donald Trump calls him, he's a low energy person. It's the best thing I've heard in years.
Yeah.
But he comes out on Stephen Colbert, and he's trying to show that he's not a low energy person, but he is a low energy person.
That was such a mistake. If you go on that show, the first night,
he was a bore. I finally watched his appearance.
I know.
It was boring.
And Colbert's jumping around and all this high. It's such a high energy show.
And Colbert is making it work. He's a professional. He knows how to handle a low energy person. But man, there was a reason why he came out second.
Yeah,
they knew that he would be a bomb. That's why they went with George Clooney.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Artie Lang said it yesterday. You got bumped for a guy from Ocean's 11.
I know.
He might be the president.
And you might be the president. Well, he's not going to be the president. There's no way. Who the hell's going to be the president?
I don't. I just like the fact that Trump is talking to them the way no one speaks to them.
Right.
That he's talking about other. This is why people like him. One of the reasons he's talking about other politicians to them the way all of us would like to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're stupid. They're dopes. This is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
He's not talking in the soft language that they all use for each other. That's what's. If all of them did that, no one would pay attention to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
If they came out and bashed each other properly and then said, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm not sure if I'm going to line up with these people. People would respect the unpredictability or the honesty of it.
Yeah, and if he could pick a running mate.
Yeah.
Like a traditional, solid running mate, then this might be a real thing.
Well, we'll see who he picks.
Let's not forget, there was a time when Obama was coming up and going for the presidency. People were like, he doesn't have a fucking shot. A black. Remember all that?
Sure.
And then
I sat next to someone who said that.
I remember I was the guy back then, and I was the first to say it. I'm like, I think this guy truly has a shot, and everyone's like, get the fuck out of here. We're not ready for a black president. That's all everyone kept saying, and then it became a reality. So my point is this a real possibility that Trump could get in there?
Well, it's hard to tell because all the press is interested in him being around because he's so entertaining and because people watch the news when he's on and people want to hear what he says. So even if it's like MSNBC or, they'll all push him forward.
Yeah.
Plus he's Republicans. They don't care what happens to their,
right.
They want to just see him be there because he gets people to watch.
Yeah.
I think they also think he's beatable by Hillary or somebody.
But he says controversial things every single day at this point, and it's not hurting him in the polls. His polls continue to go up.
Yeah.
And whenever anybody comes out about any of these candidates come out and they talk about anything, it's always what Trump says in reaction to what they're speaking about.
Yeah.
They always go back to Trump.
Oh, yeah. Over the weekend, I rarely listen to our material or this show, but I was trying to find Trump talking about never having the flu, and I found our last interview with him. It's about 30 minutes long. It just made me happy. He just makes me happy. We had so much fun with the guy. I don't know. I just like him.
Never had the flu.
He never had the flu. So, but
he would come on Late Show and do anything. Like any piece of comedy, anything. It was always there was some football player, Eric. You might remember more details, but they were on the roof of the Ed Sullivan Theater building, kicking field goals down go west where there used to be a parking garage.
Sure.
And just for the hell of it, we wanted someone there to catch the ball if by some miracle it made it that far. So we asked Trump, and you just see in the shot, this guy was like an inch tall, standing in an overcoat. It's not lit.
Yeah.
And it was just Donald Trump. Never interviewed, never did anything. And Dave just said,
did people know?
Yeah, Dave
people knew that it was Donald Trump.
They just said, look, there's Donald Trump. But I don't even know how it benefits him.
Did he catch the ball?
No, it never. He got. It
didn't even get halfway.
It didn't even get there.
No.
That's funny. Roland's starting to say that Donald Trump might call our show soon.
I hope he does.
Possibly after the CNN debate, which is happening, next week, I think, huh?
Yeah.
I believe it.
His red hat, he's got to stop with the red hat in the wind. That's the worst part, is the red hat in the wind.
Yeah. Well,
looks silly. I know that's a small part, it seems like, but it's just Stop it.
We got a great clip.
Discover a different...
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Sorry about that, Jimmy. We got a great clip from Donald Trump from yesterday's rally. You got it. Did you have it up there?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, here it is.
We are led by very, very stupid people. Very, very stupid people. We cannot let it continue. We are a country that owes $19 trillion. We lose everywhere. We lose militarily. We can't beat ISIS. Give me a break. We can't beat anybody. Our vets are being treated horribly. It will change. We will have so much winning if I get elected that you may get bored with winning. Believe me. I agree. You'll never get bored with winning. We never get bored.
He has the same cadence as JFK. Ask not what your country can do for you, but he's saying, we are run by stupid people. Can you play the first part of that again? It makes me laugh. We are run by stupid people.
We are led by very, very stupid people. Very, very stupid people.
Might be worth isolating that phrase.
Yes.
Having it standing by.
Yeah, but I have a feeling we'll be playing that for people down the hall for a long time.
Yeah, I got to get my sound machine back.
Oh, I forgot about the sound machine.
I got lazy with that, with the build out of this studio. We got to get that back in. Didn't you have a machine?
Yeah, they were going to give me one. I just never put stuff on it. I literally begged for years for one, and I got one, and I just never put anything on it.
Well, let's start. Let's start with that clip. Get me my sound machine back with that clip. We'll start it. So, speaking of music, I think the Eye of the Tiger thing is going to be a problem for Michael Huckabee and
good.
Yep.
And I forgot her name, Davis.
Kim Davis. Somebody
Kim
tweeted
Davis.
something funny how she should have come out to the Ropers theme. That made me laugh. That would have been very funny.
Yes. Eye of the Tiger ban sends cease and desist to Kim Davis.
Uh-oh.
I thought they were going to sue her. So I read somewhere on Twitter yesterday that they were being sued for $1 million each or something.
I don't know if you can do that. You'll get nothing for that. Cease and desist first.
So what's Survivor's problem with this song?
Probably because it's Kim Davis, who we all kind of hate.
It's the same
thing.
Yeah, it's the same R.E.M.
They tweeted, "This does not reflect my views." It's all
But no one thinks that. They just think it's there's Eye of the Tiger. That's kind of a cool song. And oh boy, this is ridiculous that these people are using it.
Although if there was a clip of me like in a special or something going, yeah, and then laughing and clapping, and then they decided to use that first, I don't know what you'd use. That's a terrible example. But I wouldn't want my face associated. Like I get why if you don't like Trump, you wouldn't want to play in your song with these people. Like who the fuck wants this woman playing their song?
So if when they added the showers to cool people off at the concentration camp
at Auschwitz,
literally they could have had Jim Norton CD coupons, and I would have been okay with it. I'm a prostitute. It's different. I don't have anything as big as Eye of the Tiger. I don't have an iconic song or moment
that never gets old.
Never.
I could hear Eye of the Tiger every day for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason it seems like almost douchey, like now, because it's so like, oh, it's the bit that they build yourself up song.
Yeah.
I watched Rocky 3 again recently. Wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. Hulk Hogan really is phenomenal in that movie. Phenomenal as Thunder Lips.
Okay. All right.
He's awesome as that.
Yeah.
But Mr. T is good. The name stinks, Clubber, but whatever. It was enjoyable.
I love that movie.
Yeah, do. I didn't like that part.
I know.
I didn't care for that.
I know you don't really like the do.
No. It's good. Do. Shut up.
Oh boy, this guy wants to tell us who Trump should get for a running mate.
Uh-oh.
Let's go to Tom in Rhode Island. Tom.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
All that winning we're going to be doing with Trump's last clip. How about we get Charlie Sheen on the ticket with him?
Oh, Tom. That's a terrible idea.
I don't know. They'd be talking about winning a lot.
And Tiger Blood? Was it Tiger Blood he was into for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, Tom. He needs a seasoned politician.
Agreed.
Great. All right, Tom. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Can I say one thing about Rocky 3 that I saw it recently too? So, spoiler alert, Mickey died in that?
I know.
What?
Yeah, Mickey died.
Is that about?
I don't know. It's a terrible idea. But my favorite part of that is the reveal that he's Jewish, where they have like a Jewish funeral.
Mickey Goldberg, yeah. No, what I
you the
tweeted
one?
was that
You
after
did.
50 years of
Okay.
boxing, he had 3 friends. Rocky, Adrian, and Paulie.
We're at his funeral.
No fighters, no one from the gym. No one cared that he died. There was probably like a shoot day. They wanted to just wrap it up. Like, let's just, we can only get this small area. Let's just do it here.
Yeah, that tweet made me fucking laugh. Let's go to Gabriel in New York City, it looks like. Gabriel.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I want to know if you heard of this Carly Fiorina, or if you've seen any YouTube clips of her.
I've heard of her. I'm not that familiar with what she stands for.
She creeps me out.
Why? She seems really smart and very articulate.
She's stone-faced, and it looks like she has crazy eyes to me.
Well, she's better looking than whoever's in the White House right now. I could say that.
She's better looking than Michelle Obama?
I'd say so.
You're just not being honest.
I don't know. She's a little bizarre looking. I don't know.
She's very bizarre looking.
Well, okay.
Maybe you don't like the dark meat, but to say that she's better looking than Michelle Obama, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, she's not horrible looking.
She's horrible looking. I've never seen her smile either, which is an absolute turnoff.
I don't know much about her. A lot of people keep saying, how come no one's paying attention to her?
She's a very smart lady.
A lot of people really like her, but
she's a smart lady.
she's okay looking. She's,
But she doesn't have a shot.
Yeah, but I wouldn't care. That doesn't mean anything, dude. I don't care what the president looks like.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
I think it's going to be Biden.
She's an underdog. I think maybe in a couple of months she's going to come out and sort of creep up in the polls. I don't think Trump is going to have any chance because he just changes. He flip-flops so much.
So what? They all do. You know what, dude? I know why you're right, but who cares? They're all jizz bags. The whole group of them stinks. They really, and this is again the Democrats too. Terrible.
They're all dishonest.
They're just awful.
That's exactly why we don't need another politician. We need someone who's either someone like Ben Carson, who's wasn't a politician, or someone like this Carly Fiorina, who was the CEO of Hewlett Packard, who knows about the economy and the world. So.
That last debate, I liked Ben Carson. He's very charismatic, but he's not for the gays.
He's too conservative for me.
Where's he at with the gays?
I don't think he likes the gays very much.
He says it's a mental illness.
Yeah, see, that's a problem. You can't have the president thinking, being gay is a mental illness. You can't, right?
Yeah, it seems a bit outdated.
That's a little rough.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, did we talk about this? The Johns Hopkins, someone from Johns Hopkins came out. Was he the head of psychology? I don't want to misquote who he is, and said that he thinks being transgender is a mental illness.
Across the board?
I'm paraphrasing what like one person said to me. So again, I could be totally wrong. This would not be the first time.
Yeah.
Transgender is mental disorder. Sex change is biologically impossible. Okay, I haven't read the article, but obviously maybe he's right. I don't know.
Yeah, why don't we read that article and
we'll get back to you, folks.
Yeah, we'll get back.
We'll figure it out.
We're going to highlight that article and give you the best parts in a few minutes.
A good broadcaster would have read the article and then brought something.
All right.
But I just mentioned it. Hey, a guy I think said something. Hey, look, there's the headline. All right, farts.
All right, punch it out, guys. Have a great night.
No, you're not punching out. Hold on a second, because I'm putting you on with Doug, because he has a comment about your gal there. Go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, Carly. She's probably one of the biggest C's in the country. She fucked up AT&T, then went to Bell Labs, screwed that up and turned it into Lucent, got it sold to a fucking French company. Then she went to Hewlett Packard and fucking destroyed that company, too. You want her to run our country? What a fucking cunt.
Yeah, Doug. How many companies were you the CEO of, huh? Yeah, 0, Doug.
Ah, shit.
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah, asshole. You know nothing about me. Go suck your own dick.
Oh,
well, a CEO would never tell someone to go suck their own dick.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Tell their
CEO wouldn't be calling up the radio show at 7 o'clock in the morning either.
Shove it up your ass. Punch it out.
Goodbye.
Wow. All right. Doug and Gabriel, thank you for your phone calls. I heard she's a great CEO. I don't know. I've heard that.
Who knows?
Who the fuck knows? Is absolutely right. Speaking of CEOs, we got new Apple products.
Yes.
Yeah, it's. I really got annoyed when I heard that they have the iPad with the stylus. I was like, that's really, it's great. It's a giant Palm Pilot, but I guess it's for graphic design and stuff.
The iPad Pro.
Yeah, well, is that the thing with the pencil?
Yeah.
That's what I call myself when I'm zipping around on the iPad. The old iPad Pro.
Ooh,
I never use my iPad. I have two of them, and I haven't even gotten the one with the great screen, like the brand new ones. I just don't use it. Travis is shaking. I literally, if I just said, I find myself having sex with people under the age of 6, Travis could not have made a more disgusted face.
I use it every day. Like my laptop broke 2 years ago, and I didn't even buy a new laptop. I use my iPad, and that's it.
Yeah, but here's why I don't, because the volume stinks. Like, it's hard to Apple products volume.
You gotta get headphones in. Yeah, you gotta put the headphones in.
I was on a plane trying to watch a movie with my iPad.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
How about Tim Cook, instead of making another lateral move, here's another phone?
Well,
how about you fix the volume, stupid?
The iPad Pro has 4 speakers.
Oh, that's delightful. It's good. 20 years later, they put speakers. I hear that Facebook app's going to the iWatch, huh? Who's not getting one, huh? Ooh.
The only Apple product I use is the iPad. I watch my movies on it. Yeah, I just lay on the couch with my iPad and I go to Netflix. That's the only product I use. I don't use the phone or anything else. But are you excited about the announcements yesterday, Travis? Anything excites you?
Apple TV.
Yeah, you were telling us about that right before the song started today.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years or so since they refreshed their Apple TV. So this is like a big refresh.
Stop saying refresh.
Why? What do you want me to say?
Upgrade.
Okay, this is the first big upgrade. Jim Norton. So that's cool. Like, it's something that I use, and they've made it like 100 times better.
The Apple TV is fantastic.
I never use my Apple TV. I probably should.
Yeah, you should. It's really good. You're going to sneeze.
But what?
Don't sneeze.
Oh, bless you, Jim.
Oh, my God. Sometimes I just love sneezing. Fucking rolls.
It does feel good sometimes, right?
Oh, my God. It's like
Travis, but explain the Apple TV. You could...
what the hell's going on over there?
That was Travis's explanation.
I think your Scrub Daddy t-shirt is making you allergic.
Yes, it is. I love my Scrub Daddy t-shirt.
We got to get a picture of Jimmy wearing a Scrub Daddy t-shirt.
Looks soft.
It's the softest shirt I've ever felt, but I can't wear that color. You could pull off that color.
Yeah, people tell me.
But there's voice commands on the new Apple TV?
Yeah, it's Siri enabled.
Turn on!
No, it's more than that.
I hate the voice command. I have that dumb Xbox, and then I'll stand up, and the little hand comes up in the middle of the screen and waves like I want it to do something.
Yeah.
It fights for my smart TV over control. I have 3 remotes.
People, by the way, hate when you tell Xbox to turn on.
How do you say it?
Xbox on.
Xbox on!
Or like off.
Xbox off!
God. So it has voice commands.
Yeah, so it's got voice commands.
More complicated.
It's got universal search. Like if you want to watch a movie, you don't have to go to Netflix and then Hulu and then iTunes.
That's pretty good.
And then figure out like where it is. You can just say I want to watch this, and then it'll give you all the options where you can watch.
You know what? I'll tell you what. That makes. First of all, that really hurts a lot of the money they're spending on having exclusive content, because maybe it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
All right, I just caught myself. You're right.
Nope.
I thought I was going to make a great point, and then I realized that I was going to bomb miserably, and I stopped myself.
It's still on that platform.
Right.
It'll just show you where it is.
No, but it makes it for me as a comic, like going to Hulu. Not that Hulu's bad, but it's like Netflix I think is bigger. Mm-hmm. At least at this point it is. But I'm like, fuck, man. But now people with Apple TV can go, show me Jim Norton.
And it'll
and exactly 2 things in 25 years will come up.
Did you mean Jim Rome?
Yeah. Or the other Jim Norton, the older one. Oh, the boy in the striped pajamas play.
Well, that's cool.
That's very cool. Just a lot of the, voice commands are great. You can skip to certain scenes. You can say, they have this thing where you can say, what did she just say? And it'll rewind 15 seconds and put closed captioning on for those 15 seconds.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Cool.
The future is here.
Hey, let me hear what the bitch said again.
I don't think that's going to work.
That's pretty awesome. I'm going to get a new Apple TV.
Skip 7 minutes ahead, and it'll skip 7
I think you would love Apple TV.
I know, but I just wanted to make a really boring announcement that involved me.
I will be very happy for you.
You can watch your Bobby Fischer videos.
I can. Bring me Bobby Fischer.
On Bob Hope.
It's not bring me.
Oh, it's not? Maybe it wouldn't work. I'd be doing the commands wrong.
You're going to come out pissed off the next day.
How's about a little...
How's about? I don't know if that's going to work.
Wrong. Nothing. Boo.
It also has its own app store.
Yeah.
So you're going to start being able to... They're now going to get into like the whole gaming
what the hell
market.
do I know? I walked into the app store. There was no one working there. Go ahead. You keep talking. What do I know?
Well, they're going into the gaming industry.
Yeah, you can be playing games now on your Apple TV.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What about the watch?
Oh, look, I'm wearing mine today.
It's all right. It's fine looking, but it's just to me, it was just such a fucking stupid, wasted move.
Yeah. It should be doing more.
Do something else.
Well, it's an accessory, and I think that's what a lot of people realized. Like, you buy it, and then you're like, cool, what do I do with it? Oh, right, it's an accessory.
Oh,
for my phone.
the Facebook Messenger. That's big news.
Like, I think for health people and for people who work out and stuff like that, it seems like it's very helpful.
Yeah, that's not
but
me.
it's not.
Yes.
It's not a standalone product.
Middle-aged women love counting their steps.
They do.
Yeah,
They're big fans of that.
It's true.
I walked 5.2 miles today.
It's great. wish it was on the train tracks.
I'm going to push it. I'm going to try to get to 6 miles today.
A long walk on empty train tracks.
Sure is. You wouldn't have made it. I wish it was on the train tracks. And then you saw that light coming towards you and you thought it was on the other track. And you were sadly mistaken.
Oh, boy, were you.
Being on the subway multiple times a day, I'm still very afraid of being pushed in front of a train. That Patrice bit about the lady sticking... I'm telling you, I think of that all the time. About the lady... About the guy pushing the lady who was looking over the train with her neck sticking out. And he used to bend over and bend forward and then just go like the guy just couldn't help himself. It was a very, very funny bit. But I do think of that a lot because...
that's a real...
Oh, man.
That's a real issue. And as someone who also takes the subway, maybe not as frequently as you.
You know.
But that's something I'm always kind of...
I stand in the middle, man. I'm never by the end. I'll stand by the end.
Because that's something that can literally happen to anyone.
Back against the wall, always.
Yeah. Or if you're in the
Every
middle.
chance I get, it's always back against the wall.
Someone's probably not going to grab you and drag you and throw you. You know, the odds are you're not going to get thrown from...
It's going to be an impulse.
An impulse push.
Impulse push, right.
It's going to be a mental patient, so I'm careful.
Mm-hmm.
What else about the announcements yesterday? Anything else?
What are they doing with the phones? They're not...
3D touch.
What's that?
It's like Force Touch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Force... Oh, I don't go for that. I got fired for that.
Yeah, I had to say Force Touch.
What is Force Touch? Oh, the harder you push it, it'll do different functions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like peek into an email, and then if you push down a little harder, it'll open the email up.
Oh, I like
Stuff
that.
like that.
I like that. I have very ginger fingers.
4K video recording.
What's that?
4K video recording.
You know, here's the thing about 4K. After 3, I lost interest. No, I'm kidding. It's a clan joke. It's a 4K is. I have the 4K TV and it's beautiful.
You do?
I do. Yeah, I bought one. They have 8K now. I mean, how many Ks can one guy have?
What's so great about the 4K TV?
No, I don't know. It's
Nothing yet.
It just looks good. It looks a little better.
The video is beautiful on the things that are shot that way.
Yeah.
But I have what's it called? The GoPro. The new GoPro can shoot things in 4K. It eats up your memory like a motherfucker, and you really can't see a big difference because it's just not that big a difference yet, but it's getting there where you're
I
like...
read that they're up converting Breaking Bad for Netflix to 4K, and like one episode is like 80 gigs.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, the space it takes is astronomical. Wow. So
yeah, but there's nothing aside from House of Cards and I think a few other Netflix or Amazon Prime shows are filmed in 4K.
8K
Everything else is
next.
up converted.
It's beautiful. I mean, it looks amazing. Like when you watch a sporting event in the 4K, like when the ones or the things that are made for 4K, like they showed soccer or whatever it was, and you're like, holy fuck. It's like every once in a while, some new video thing comes along, some new upgrade or refresh, and you're like, holy shit, that looks good. Like the way digital looked over.
Like in a few years, it'll be really cool. But right now, people go in
80 gigs.
People go into a store and they see like these videos that are filmed in 4K on 4K TVs, and they look amazing. And then they get home and they wonder why their TV shows don't look like that because it's not.
Even regular looks a little better.
Sure.
I almost got the curved one.
Nice.
You say it's good or bad?
I think they're nice.
But you know why I didn't? Because the reflections were driving me crazy.
My guy said they're not ready yet.
Yeah.
He said wait a little bit on the curve TVs.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was the one. He told me, he's like, no, not yet, man.
Yeah, but you're always going to be waiting.
True.
Like I wanted a new TV last year, and then it's like you get 6 months down the line, you're like, well, I should just wait for the next ones. Well, I should just wait for the next ones. Wait 6 months and the price will drop. Wait 6 months and the new one. So you just got to buy something.
Oh, you'll never be able to keep up with technology.
Oh my God! It's like, are you kidding me? It's always right ahead of you. I used to get my Pioneer Elite in my bedroom, the black one I bought. I paid $5,000 for that TV, but I bought it when that was kind of like
the thing.
2005.
It's yeah. Like we bought a new TV last month, and I paid less for I paid $1,300 for a 40-inch HD TV like 7 years ago, and that's insane now. You can get that for like $300.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just gotta wait a little bit.
Yeah, but I never watch it in my room. I don't like watching TV in my room.
And you get a good deal on that.
I want to get the new Apple TV. That fucking sounds fine. I don't understand people who don't watch any TV like this. TV has never been better than it is right now. Never. It's fucking amazing what's on. There's so many great shows.
Apple also thinks the future of TV it's all about apps. So it's like you have the HBO app, you have Netflix, you have Hulu.
Oh, what do they know? Yeah, right. I think so.
So putting Siri in there, and if people are just going to be watching on there instead of cable, it'll be the easy, show me Breaking Bad, show me this, take me here.
Let's get rid of the cable companies.
It completely gets rid of
I don't know. Time Warner does such a bang-up job.
Jesus.
I'm going to have to go to Time. I don't think my new building is FiOS enabled. I'm fucking horrible.
Oh no!
Oh, you want your FiOS still?
I literally want to. I want to rip the cables up and just drag them across town. I'm so depressed.
And I still don't. I don't have FiOS.
Oh, it's crazy. It's insane.
I know.
It's not perfect.
I think you're right,
but it's so good.
I never had a problem with FiOS. I had Cablevision in Westchester, and I have a weekend place on the lake.
Whoa! Someone's doing well.
You ever go fishing with a 13-year-old boy trying to catch Walter? Big ugly son of a bitch! Oh, Norman, I brought you a sandwich. Don't bang your old head. I'll rescue you. You and the boy you're molesting on the lake. Did Billy put it in your backside, Norman, and knock you off onto a rock? Oh, look, Dabney Coleman, the dentist, is going to go over and shoot a lion and then have sex with Chelsea, our daughter. That happens to be my old husband. He's cranky and he plays Parcheesi and he sets the house on fire, but he used to eat my pussy well before my head started working like a bobblehead doll. Michael J. Hepburn, I just can't stop moving. All right, good. Topical stuff. Topical stuff. Good stuff.
The lake house.
Good stuff, Jimbo. Topical stuff.
So I had Cablevision in 2 houses.
Yeah.
And I never had one house where everything worked at once. And I tweeted about it. Eventually I went to FiOS, and if I have a problem, I talk to them on Twitter and they fix it remotely, and FiOS is the best. But Cablevision was so bad that they called, and my tweets, I guess, were, it was getting like a bunch of attention. They called the head of CBS to ask them to come talk to me about not tweeting anymore.
Oh, really?
Instead of fixing the problem.
They were annoyed by your tweets.
Yep. They said, "Can you please?"
When you had legitimate problems to begin with.
I'm paying this for 2 houses.
Yes.
I didn't have internet in one, and I didn't have cable at all in the other.
What did CBS do?
Someone came to me and had a conversation, and they said, "It's your private account. You can do whatever you want, but just so you know, CBS and Cablevision, they do a lot of business together."
So did they do this? Did they do the right thing and go, here's a guy you can call who's high up in customer service, so when there's a problem, you can bypass the first 30 steps where they ask you, is your TV plugged in?
No.
That would have been doing the right thing, getting you somebody who could have helped you.
Of course.
That's not what happened. But I said,
you made the right move.
Yeah,
smarter than I am. I would have just been like full bore. Fuck that! I would have had a job. You know what I mean? He said dumb shit.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get the HD Family Feud channel that I wanted to see. This is the classic one: the McGillicuddies versus the Nerds. This is the great one where the 60-year-old woman has the stroke. She got a 79 on the survey score, and she grabbed her chest and fell face first to the floor.
So I guess that's it with the Apple announcements.
No, there's one other thing they did.
What?
The iPhone upgrade program.
Yeah.
So if you pay, it's like, what is it, like $20 a month?
It starts at 30. It depends
$30 a
on
month. It's $360 a year. Math wizard.
$30 a month. What happens?
Every time they come out with a new iPhone, you can upgrade to that iPhone without breaking your contract, and you can switch.
Wow.
But you won't. Yeah, like that is in addition to what you're paying.
In addition, so
for the price of a new iPhone every year, you can get a new iPhone every year. Don't make a damn bit of sense to me. Damn crazy world. It's my new character. Damn crazy world.
Those phone contracts are ridiculous too.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to do away with that shit.
Well, that's part of this because you're buying an unlocked phone, so you can go anywhere.
Right. Gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're paying Apple $30 to $40 depending on how many gigs your phone has. You're paying them $30 to $40 a month, and then you can take your phone.
How long do you have to be a member before you can do it? Because you ought to just sign up the month before and go out, bing, boom, you buy a new one.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I don't know. What you're saying, like, how long do you have to pay into it?
They give you a new phone every time.
Every year.
but they don't give it to you. You have to then buy a new phone. You're paying.
Well, you just stay on the contract. You just keep
you just
paying
stay on
them.
your contract?
Yeah.
I thought you had to buy the phone in addition to
No.
it. No.
They
Okay.
give you the
No.
phone.
That's what you're paying for.
right.
You're paying off the phone in installments.
Oh, all right, so that's not a bad deal.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to pay
all
off
right.
a new. I get a brand new phone. I'm already paying off the next
It's
phone.
basically what you're doing with the phone companies already, because there's no more.
Oh, it's an
subsidized-
unlocked phone. You can
Yeah.
go to. Oh, I see. Travis is very knowledgeable about this subject only.
That's basically all I'm good for.
so if you basically
Like, there's no more subsidized 2-year contracts are like a thing of the past now. Like, nobody is offering them unless you're already on one.
what plans can? Oh, then you'll have to deal with each phone company for the plan.
Yeah, now you get on these Verizon. I forget what their plan is, but like AT&T Next, where like you're paying off your phone in monthly installments, and you're paying for the entire price of the phone. You're paying like $700 to $900 for the phone
A month.
Yes, it's only for, the top 1% people. So you're paying off for the entire phone, but they're also cutting different costs in your plan so that it's not as bad as it sounds.
Okay.
Because it sounds bad. I'm paying $700 for a phone, whereas I used to pay $300 for a phone with a 2-year contract, but you're paying less in your bill and more for the phone. So it evens out.
All right.
And you can pay it off whenever you want. You know? You don't have to keep paying $30 a month. If you want to pay them $600 today, you can pay them $600 today. The phone's yours. You can go wherever you want.
Okay.
All right, very good.
Pretty smart the way they figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I said that, by the way. Could I have sounded like a bigger fucking dummy when I just said
that was a good point.
Pretty smart,
Yeah, they're
George.
pretty smart people.
I know, but I should be asking for fucking ketchup for my beans while I'm shot in the head.
And T-Mobile's come out with all these different plans where now AT&T and Verizon have to kind of stop being the assholes that they are and give you what you want. Like,
I'm a Ma Bell guy.
You still with them?
You know, it's funny. I just looked. No, I wouldn't say funny. Let me just stop that. I was going through some old stuff, throwing storage unit stuff out, and I found old tax paperwork from years ago, from 2001. And you only got to save your tax stuff for 7 years. And a part of me was going to save it. I'm like, what are you, a fucking hoarder? You faggot, throw it out. And I threw a lot of it out. But I was looking through a couple of the old phone bills for some reason. It was all like Ma Bell, like all these
Ma
old.
Bell.
You forget, or whatever it was, you forget these companies even existed.
Yeah. Wow.
Terrible.
No, that is funny.
Story.
That was funny.
Wow.
You said it was going to be funny,
I was right. That's a sitcom waiting to happen.
Yeah, you should pitch that for your pilot.
Yeah, lonely guy who's looking AIDSy decides to go through old phone bills. Nothing happens. See you next week. Gives a fuck.
It's called Netflix immediately. Right?
Yeah, hey, I know I haven't really had a show click, but ladies, here's one. The whole
an idea.
IFC thing doesn't work out, guys. Or the talk show idea doesn't tank. This has got to be a good one.
All right.
We could shoot it in 4K.
Yeah, we really could. The phone bill, you could zoom right in there. You'd see exactly who he called and when. Truth be told, there was a dominatrix I used to talk to in Connecticut many years ago, and I still jerk off thinking about how he'd talk and the things she would say to me, even though she probably hasn't been a dominatrix in a decade.
Did you say how he talks?
No, she.
I thought I heard he in there.
Maybe by accident, I could have just as easily, trust me.
Okay.
But no. No, it's a she. And she would say, I have a buttery, soft, smooth apple ass, and it would drive me fucking ballistic. I used to talk dirty to her, but that's when I lived in Cliffside Park. And I saw her once when I was up in New Haven doing a gig, and she had braces, but she wasn't a good dom. She was going to face hit me, but she kept her dumb panties on. She sucked, and I just jerked off angrily. And scene.
What's going on today?
All of that happened because I said we could shoot it in 4K.
Yeah, what is going on?
Yeah.
She was going to face sit, but she didn't want to take her panties off. Why wouldn't you take your panties off?
That was back 15 years ago.
They just didn't take their panties off for the face sitting back then?
She didn't, and I didn't know how to ask for it. I still remember her.
But what was the problem with, not taking the panties off?
I just didn't. We didn't establish. There was no texting back. I don't think I was texting yet. I literally think I was calling her on a home phone. So it might have been 99 even or 2000.
Wow. Okay. They were
calling on a home phone.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it was a cell. I just don't remember.
I was going to ask what company.
Yeah, right. That's why I looked. It was on my home phone bill.
The face sitters had morals back in '99. They didn't take their panties off.
Yeah, this one did.
They kept them on.
I was so mad at myself as I sat there and she wouldn't put her. She was weird. She was doing gardening or something when I got there. My buttery, soft, smooth apple ass. My buttery thighs.
Was it a turnoff when you finally met her and she was doing gardening?
Yeah, but I still remember her language, man. The way she talked drove me fucking crazy.
What kind of gardening was she doing?
Don't remember. She said gardening gloves on.
Was she pulling weeds?
Yeah, I'll tell you one she didn't pull. That was the problem. She pulled every other weed. I had to jerk my own fucking rotten little radish. I had to tug my own little radish. Humiliating.
Some gal is on hold because you blocked her on Twitter. Do you want to deal with this?
Okay, why did I block you?
I don't know. Let's find out. Usually it's always...
Sometimes they deserve it. Other times I've jumped the gun. Hello?
Oh, now she's... Oh, there you are. What's up?
Hey, well, I just don't know why you blocked me on Twitter. I thought I was pretty. You used to have my phone number.
Oh, yeah. What's your name?
On Twitter, my real name.
Your first name?
Jessica.
Where are you from?
Pittsburgh.
You probably said so. I remember because we talked, but I think you said something. It might have been during the whole Anthony thing, but I think you said something cunty. And I wasn't
Probably.
Yeah, so then I was like, why would I deal with you if I've known you on a personal level? Not, again, we weren't intimate friends or any of that stuff. We've chatted. We've never hooked up or any of that stuff. But it's like, we talked and you say something cunting to me publicly. Why would I that's probably why.
No, I don't remember doing that. I'm sorry then.
Yeah, I mean, why else would I?
It really was my fault. I'm sorry.
I mean, think of it, Jessica. Like, would I, for no reason, just block somebody who never said, I don't just seek out people to block for no reason.
Oh.
I vaguely remembered. I just don't remember what you...
It's rarely a mistake when you block somebody.
But I've jumped the gun a few times, or I've had people... Sometimes things get lost in translation where, something like Anthony happens or something else, and it's very emotional for fans, and you know what I mean? It really is a big deal. And they say things sometimes, and it just comes off as and again, in text, things look bad. So maybe it was something like that. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Do you forgive me then?
Yeah. It's not a forgiving thing. It's
okay.
All right, cool. If you just email me, the real Jim Norton, you know my email address. Tell me what your Twitter name was, and I'll unblock you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye,
that worked
Jessica.
out well for Jessica in Pittsburgh. There you go.
If someone asks and I don't remember it, it's like, all right.
We had a slight situation yesterday with this Whitney Way from My Big Fat Fabulous Life, I think.
Yes.
Where did it begin? I guess we were talking about Nicole
Arbor, yeah,
and her fat shaming video on YouTube that, it got so much hate by mostly the fat people that YouTube yanked it temporarily, and that created a situation. I think it ended up on CNN. They were talking basically about, YouTube is now censoring people. And Nicole Arbour was able to get her video back on YouTube, her fat-shaming video.
Right.
And one of the response videos was from Whitney Thore Way or something like that. Whitney Way. I think it's she's Whitney Way on Twitter.
Right.
And so then we responded to Whitney Way's video in an honest way, I think. And then Whitney Way reached out to the show and said, "Hey, man, if you would fit me in," which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you would fit me in, I would love to respond to, you guys talking about my video. And we're like, absolutely, we would. So then we went back and forth. She started following Roland, and she was pretty much booked
in more
for
ways
our show.
than one, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm going down to see this kid. I'll be right there with you. Sorry, Roland. I know all the chefs.
So she was ready to do our show, and then I think her people got involved and basically told her, "Don't do that fucking show," or something like that.
But you said on Twitter you didn't believe her.
No, I don't believe her whatsoever.
But that might have been true, though. Literally, because she's on TV, they might have said to her, "No, we don't want you going on with that girl."
I believe that someone told her. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right, Jimmy. I believe someone told her not to do our radio show, but she was basically trying to say that she can't do our radio show now because she's busy.
Oh, okay.
You're absolutely right. I didn't believe that.
Yeah, she may have. They may have just said, "Don't do that with that girl. That's bad news. You're doing Access Hollywood. You don't need that."
I mean, this is it. My tweet yesterday at Whitney Way. She contacted me and said, "I'd love to discuss this in person if you could fit me in. Just say the word." She said, "Just say the word."
Yeah.
So we said, "Okay, how about tomorrow?" And then it seemed like she was going to do it, and then all of a sudden she's busy. That's ridiculous to me. And then she finally admitted that she doesn't control her own press or something like that. So that shows that the people behind her said maybe it's not a good idea to do this show.
You called her phony.
Yeah, I did.
You spelled phony wrong.
Where's the phony?
You put an E in it.
Did I really?
Yes, you did.
After all that, you gotta call me out on phony.
I had to. I laughed when I saw that.
Where is it? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I wrote, yuck.
What, is she on the telephone or something?
I wrote, yuck, what a cop-out. No one tells me what press I can and can't do. You're coming across as a phony. Phony.
Yeah. What, you got a bunch of dials on you or something?
Yeah.
But, so I'm guessing they got to her and said, look, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, but we would have been pretty damn honest with her.
I would have been nice to
we
her.
would have had a nice, honest discussion is what I should say. Yeah. And probably in the end, we would have liked her.
Right. She seems nice. I mean, look.
But she's being exploited by TLC, so stop with this campaign that you're going after everyone that is fat-shaming, because you wouldn't be on TLC, if you weren't fat.
Right.
Period. They looked for someone that was fat with a very good personality to put on TLC because we all want to point and kind of giggle.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the scenes we saw was her. See, look, she's dancing, so everything's wiggling. Well, what are we supposed to think?
I'll say this: she moves. Yeah, she runs pretty good for a fat man. Remember in Cobb? Can you say one nice thing about Babe Ruth? Ran pretty good for a fat man. She moves pretty well.
But I mean, the one scene we saw from her show, she calls her mom into her bedroom and lays on her belly so her mom could shave the back of her legs.
You know what? I wonder.
That's a freak show.
Right. When you do that, is the music they put with it, like they don't have the music in real life.
Yeah.
So you don't realize that when you're actually having this real moment that they're going to go boop, oh.
They should use Eye of the Tiger.
Yes. Her name. I'm sorry.
They play the weird music, and that really does change the tone of all those scenes.
But she's not being honest with herself. I mean, good for her that she's going after people that are fat shaming, but I mean, she's doing very ridiculous things on her show, and that's so we can kind of giggle along, right?
Yeah. Her Twitter name is Whitney Way. Her name is Whitney Way Thore. Just to clarify.
Okay.
Thor.
And she was on Access Hollywood yesterday talking about this fat shaming thing.
Right.
And by the way, we did book Nicole Arbour, who started this whole thing. She's going to be on in about 10 minutes. She was the one that came up with the fat shaming video that got yanked from YouTube, and that was an absolute big deal.
Right, but the other thing that's sort of annoying, just from a production point of view,
I think I thought phony was with an E.
Yeah, I understand.
Now that I think about it,
but that's fine.
You sure?
You know what? It's the slight imperfections that make you adorable. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's the codependent wife speaking. My husband drinks sometimes, but he has to blow off steam after work. A lot of times it's been stressful. The boss yelled at him, and so what? The children and I are hit. But you know what? The drinking is better.
But from a production point of view, when she contacts you and says, "I want to be on the show,"
wait, phony versus phony.
Yes, outside.
Come on, Eric, help me out.
Outside the United States, PHONEY.
Cool. Well, right now you're in the center, CENTRE. Gonna go to the theater, TRE.
I was tweeting from Niagara Falls yesterday. So there you go.
That's right. You're in international waters.
I took a little trip yesterday. So,
but from a production point of view, it is kind of annoying when someone books themselves on the show and we adjust other bookings and we kind of change our show around, and then at the last minute they
That's
change
fine.
their mind.
I mean, we can make this shit up. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I'm not too worried about it. But I mean, it would have been nice if she came on our show, and I think she would have been very surprised how we handled her.
Yeah, I would never be mean to someone like that who called. It's like, for what? And maybe she felt like, maybe they felt like we would have ganged up on her with the. I get why her people would think that too. If you're a publicist and your job is to kind of guide your person, and you hear the show yesterday, where we're doing like fucking bunt jokes and all these jokes about her being fat, and then we're agreeing with Nicole, and then we're like, we're gonna have you call into that show with Nicole on.
Yeah.
Your publicist goes, that will be fair and fun.
Yeah, I know.
They probably hear that and go, that's gonna be a horror show.
I know my opening line was something like, "Let's see what this slob has to say."
Yeah, I mean, that's probably not the best way
to start.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a positive experience for the The slob in question.
Maybe they made a good choice.
But then she would have come on. We would have liked her. We would have supported the show.
Maybe she'll talk to us separately.
I hope so.
There have been a lot of times on this show that we've backed down. We're ready to go, and by the end of it, we're like hugging it out, and we're all friends or whatever. But,
yeah.
I interviewed people. I'll say this: I did man on the street stuff for this bit. It's about people. We were talking about what you're allowed to make fun of, what you're not allowed to make fun of. And one of the places I stood to interview people was outside of Barnard College, and it was all these feminists coming through. None of them changed the way I felt about anything, but none of them were as unreasonable as I would have expected, quote unquote, feminists to be.
Okay.
Like all these Barnard College young women, the ones who we think like they don't have senses of humor.
Yeah.
A couple of them explained why certain things bothered them. But it was like, I remember this one girl, she was a heavy girl and she was explaining something. But she wasn't, it was the type of thing, if I read it, I would have been like, oh, I want to fucking throw rocks at her. But when you hear her just explain herself, you're like, that's not unreasonable, even though I don't look at it that way.
Right.
She's not horrible. Listening to her, like, yeah, she seemed like a nice girl just explaining this is why I don't laugh at that type of stuff. It's like, all right.
I think we're good listeners.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes when somebody explains something, you're like, it's harder to get mad or go, fuck you.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like it, and I'm like, I'm never going to change what I do.
Right.
But I couldn't look at her and go, she's stupid and shitty. That's just how she looks at it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Why don't we take
I just said nothing, by the way.
No. I look forward to seeing the piece now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if we'll use her because it wasn't a particularly funny answer she gave. She actually just gave a smart answer. So I don't need any of that shit.
I was thinking we're friends that you can at least show me the clip. I'm not going to wait.
I don't have it.
Oh,
it's at the thing. I don't have it on my phone. It was just
not today, but I mean eventually. Yeah. I'd be curious to see how she handles that.
A couple of men just on the sofa jerking off together.
Well, I don't.
My hand in your lap, your hand in mine, watching this big girl give a good explanation.
I just want to see the clip.
Our cums dribbling onto each other's knuckles.
What, really?
No, that wouldn't turn me on at all.
Okay. So why don't we take a break? We got Nicole Arbour calling in.
Yes.
She was the one that made the YouTube fat shaming video that got yanked, and then YouTube felt the pressure, I really think, and put it back up there.
Good.
So we'll talk to her at least after the break, and then we do have a clip of Whitney on Access Hollywood, was it? Or
yes.
It was Access Hollywood?
Yep, yesterday.
Talking about fat shaming and this fat shaming campaign she's trying to get going. But I don't know, man. I think she's got to step away from her goofy show to get real things done. Right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because she's playing right into it.
Right.
Watching her mom shave the back of her legs while her dad's in the room, all pissed and kind of disappointed by the whole thing. I don't know if that's helping your cause.
With dumb music.
With dumb music. All right, we got Pete Davidson coming in again today. We've been pushing Pete Davidson lately because he's going to go back to SNL, and then we're not going to see him for a while. Yeah. That's just how that works. So, and we just love having him on the show. Let's be honest. So, Pete Davidson's will be in next. And we got Garfunkel and Oates coming in.
Yes, they had a show on IFC. They're promoting their new album, which is called Secretions, which is out tomorrow. And they, I guess, I'm not sure if their show is still on IFC or if it got canceled.
I heard it was canceled.
Or if they canceled. Maybe
IFC canceled it.
Oh, IFC did that one
in March. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard it was canceled. Yeah.
And
very funny.
Paul Ben Victor is in studio at 10 o'clock. And Paul Ben Victor is a guy who I don't know him well at all. We just chatted very briefly at the Comedy Cellar. He might not even remember that we've met. But he was in The Wire season 2. He was the main Greek.
Yes.
And he's in everything. Like, you see him in all these fucking shows, and he's in everything. He's got a part in the new Scores, or as Travis would say, Scorsese. He says his name wrong, but I didn't correct Travis because that's that Canadian influence.
Is that what I said?
Yes, you said Scorsese twice. That made me want to bite you. And but if you look up Paul Ben Victor,
say it even more.
He's
you know this guy.
Yeah, he's a great actor, and so he's coming in at like 10 o'clock. So, and
yeah, we got another busy show.
Come see me at Caroline's next week. And again, I don't know if my audience tickets are sold out. I might have given out the wrong email. Norton Audience at Gmail for 2. It's a 4 p.m. and an 8 p.m. next Tuesday. I don't have control over the tickets. Mm-hmm. So again, I apologize if I've given that out.
4 and 8?
4 and 8 p.m.
You said 3 and 7.
I did. That's why I'm giving it out again. I tweeted it too. I fucked up.
Okay.
And Bond.
And Artie Lang was great on the show yesterday. We put up a quick video. If you go to our Twitter, Opie and Jimmy, there's a link. It's Artie Lang imitating Liam Neeson in every movie.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
I never caught that either. And then when you hear Artie do it, it was really funny.
Really funny. Kurt Metzger was great yesterday as well. So he's in that clip as Also, I should say.
Kurt is
I don't
brilliant,
need to say
man.
as well 5 fucking times in one sentence. Jesus.
He's a googly-eyed psychopath, but he is a brilliant writer. When you watch, like when you're working on something and you see some of the shit that he comes up with or the directions he goes, he's a funny fuck, man.
Yeah, there you go. We'll be back. We got Nicole on the phone, right? Very cool. Nicole Arbor's calling in. She did a video on YouTube, Dear Fat People. It has 2.9 million views on YouTube and 23 million views on Facebook. The thing here, though, YouTube kind of yanked it for being too mean or something like that, which was completely ridiculous. And then YouTube was feeling the heat, and they put the video back up on YouTube. So, and let's say hi to Nicole. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Where are you calling from?
I'm in London, England right now.
Whoa, that's kind of cool.
Do you live there or are you traveling?
No, I had a show here a couple days ago at the Royal Palace, actually.
Now, are you a stand-up or do you do, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm a stand-up. I was a stand-up for like 10 years, and then I was recruited to start doing YouTube videos because the people in that world thought that it would be cool to translate my comedy into those videos.
And how many total views do you have on your YouTube channel?
YouTube channel, I'm not sure, but in the last month on my Facebook, it's about 70 million.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, which is the fucked up thing that people are erupting over one video. I'm like, this isn't even my most popular video. This is funny.
So is this something like talking about fat people? Is that something that you always kind of was like annoyed at, or did you just kind of think of it and just go in that direction without planning it?
No, I actually had my fans on Facebook vote for the topic that they wanted.
Oh.
So a couple weeks ago, I took the piss out of Instagram models, and that was all good because you can make fun of pretty girls. And then I took the piss out of like divorce or something, and then I did something else on like the most offensive video ever. And then they voted for fat people, which it was just next in line. And then all hell broke loose, and I'm a witch, and I'm the reason you masturbate to weird shit, and your husband hates you, and everything else.
Of course. So you post Dear Fat People, and it starts doing very well, and then all of a sudden YouTube yanks it.
Yeah, that was weird. That was like, they still haven't commented to me about what happened there, but suddenly my video was down. All my videos were down, and my channel was down. And I was just like, what the hell? And it's 100% because so many little kids were flagging it, and little kids shouldn't have been watching it anyway, but some really big YouTubers who have preteen followings were trying to be superheroes and being like, oh, you can't say this on the internet, you're crazy.
Yeah.
And
YouTube never really tells you why they yanked a certain video. What did they tell you, or what did you figure out?
That it was my Google Plus that got suspended, and therefore my videos all got taken down.
Why'd your Google Plus get suspended?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Someone said that it just got flagged so many times from butthurt kids, and that's all I know.
But the problem is with YouTube, there's horrific videos on there. So
ISIS stuff.
Yeah, so they should never be taking down anyone's videos.
Exactly. Like, that's the point that I made, too. I'm like, yo, I don't find words that are satire and I'm joking and I'm clearly talking in my stand-up head offensive. I find someone's head being blown off for ratings offensive. And I find, people starving and, like, torture and, like, crazy shit. I find that offensive. Some words to make people laugh, not really that offensive unless you really want to be offended. Yeah,
you make a very good point. I mean, it's obvious that you're playing a character on YouTube as well, so you're trying to entertain the people. And you actually made pretty good points with the whole Dear Fat People, by the way. I always go to the video that I saw on YouTube, and it always drives me nuts when I hear about people getting their videos yanked, and I've had a few over the years as well. A video from the Middle East, I got to say it again, the cutest dog you'll ever see, and little kids lighting it on fire and then watching it run around just suffering and screaming and barking, and the video pretty much ends with the death of this beautiful cute dog. And I'm like, so why is that acceptable? But then you're talking about fat people or whatever, and that's not. I don't understand.
Well, that kind of goes to her. That kind of goes to her.
They decided they're immune.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay.
I said they've decided that as a group they are immune to satire. No one can touch them. They are untouchable. And anyone who says anything about fat people is a witch, a bully, and everything, but everybody else could be made fun of, but just not that group. And if anyone says anything about that group, everybody has to jump in and defend them.
It seems like every group lately has been said, we don't want to be the ones that get satire. And there's this guy on Twitter, again, he has a few hundred followers. It's not like he's, starting a campaign. But, calling, fuck you, you're a bitch. And all of this, people just get so angry when you address it like the way you addressed it, because you're a pretty girl, and there's just something about the way you address it that really, people are like, oh, it's mean. The word bullying is so misused so many times. It wasn't like you targeted some 14-year-old kid and just went after them.
Yes.
Exactly. I didn't go after one person, and I actually feel like most of this has blown up because I turned into a TLC publicity stunt. That's why.
Right.
So I'll thank them for the extra views and stuff like that, and now I'm talking to you guys. But it is ridiculous, and I don't hate fat people or models or Jesus or anybody else I make fun of. I'm just fucking joking.
So then what happened when the video got yanked? I heard you made CNN with this whole thing. It became a national story for a little bit.
Yeah, I had CNN message me and be like, ask for a comment and why it got yanked. And I sent them screenshots of, different things to show that it was them who yanked it, not me, because some people made that up too, that, oh, she's doing this for publicity. I'm like, why wouldn't I want the views right now?
Right.
Shut up. So, yeah, CNN covered it because it was 100% censorship and of something ridiculous.
And then quickly YouTube put it back up, right?
Yeah, they did. So by the next morning, it was back up. My channel was still kind of messed up, but it was back up.
And Whitney Way, she seems really nice. She's the girl from TLC, and she had a rebuttal video. And when you see something like that, how do you react to it when you see what she said?
Well, I feel like she's doing this for publicity, that she knows it's a joke. She knows. She knew it was a joke, but this is fantastic publicity for her show, and this is what she's doing. Like, I made a joke in the video about, I'm talking TLC fat, TLC special fat. And, this chick happens to have a TLC special and is fat. And I was not talking about her. I'd never heard of her before.
Right.
She's got a ton of press for her show. Good for her. I have nothing against anybody personally. Next week it will be a different topic, so it's just sure, yeah, go for it, girl.
Yeah, she seemed like her video. Look, she addressed it. She seemed like a couple of the things she said annoyed me. Like, oh, come on, don't go with that excuse. But she seems lovely.
Yeah, well, she's trying to blame.
Lovely.
She's trying to blame her being fat on an illness or possibly depression. But there's also, food choices in there. Come on, there has to be.
Yeah.
So then we responded to her video, so we got involved with this a little bit, and then she was supposed to come on our show, and she backed out last minute. I guess her people got to her and said, "You don't want to be doing that particular radio show."
Well, I saw what you guys did. I was sitting in a cafe here in London yesterday and plugged in my earphones to listen to your interview and spit water out. I was laughing so hard, and that's just, you guys are the kind of shit that I like. I like irreverence, and feel free to say whatever you want about me, because I can take it, because I'm not that oversensitive that I need the reassurance of every single human in the world to think I'm awesome all of the time. I know that I look like I should be offering a businessman the girlfriend experience. I know that.
Call it a GFE, Nicole. Call it a GFE.
GFE? You need to know the language?
Yeah. You're right. I got to work on that stuff.
Well, speaking of, the guy left. All right, we had a guy in Toronto. He wanted to get on. He does not like you, Nicole. He said,
oh, no. What am I going to do with my life?
He basically wanted to call you,
he wanted to say bad things.
He wanted to say bad things. Right. He wanted to call you a fame whore. Fame whore.
Yeah, because I wrote the articles about myself.
But aren't we all fame whores, though? Anybody who's an entertainer is a fame whore. You could say that about anybody. What's the difference?
Pretty much anyone on Twitter at this point.
Exactly.
Everyone, you join Twitter because you're looking for attention and a little quote fame. So we're all whoring ourselves out in one way or another.
Watch my videos. Of course I do. And the reason I shut down the comments on that video on YouTube is because I knew these little assholes that are trying to write rude things will have to go to another video, and therefore I got double the views. It wasn't a surprise.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm using that one.
Do you know how smart that is?
I'm going to use that one.
You. Did it work? The trolls are coming. Let's get them. Troll the trolls.
I need to.
Did it work?
Did it work?
It did. It 100% worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could get some tips from Nicole to pump up my YouTube channel.
That's very smart.
That is very smart. My God.
Has anybody ever gotten pissed at you before?
Yes.
What are the subjects?
Time. Because I touch on everything. So some people are like, oh, you can't say that about Jesus. And I have a joke, and I used to do it as a closer in my stand-up where I talk about, Jesus was gay, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, just kidding. I would do Jesus. And I go into this whole thing about how Jesus was sexy, and I'd do him because I know he'd come again. That's kind of like the end of it. And losing their minds about that. It got censored out of a TV special that I had, and they chopped up a lot of my jokes. And I'm like, yo, you can't keep taking out my punchlines just because you don't like them. Blah.
Yeah, it's like the internet. That's one good thing about your own channel. You can kind of control the content and what you say, and they're not going to edit it unless they take the whole video down.
Until YouTube decides you've gone too far. It's too bad.
Yeah, it's still so strange to me because I get that a lot of you preteens or teen market, and I'm just like, that's just not me though. So I think there should be room for everything.
Yeah. Where do you live? Do you live over there or do you live in Canada?
In Toronto.
Oh, you're in Toronto. Okay. 'Cause we're losing you a little bit. Your phone has been cutting in and out just a
little
bit.
Yeah. What's going to be your next video?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're going to have to wait for that one. Some fans have voted on why breastfeeding is disgusting. So that could be interesting. Okay. Breastfeeding in public.
How dare you? I love the breastfeeding in public.
I know.
I'm one of these guys that I have no problem admitting that I take a peek every single time. Every time I take a peek. More guys should come forward and admit they take a little peek.
Yeah.
They should. We should all just take a peek equally. And it's the same guys that are complaining about seeing titties for free during the day that are paying for them at night. So it's going to be a fun video.
The breast never looks better than when it's breastfeeding. I'll tell you right now. It's very full. With
Super
that.
Soaker feed bags.
they're very nice. But then you get the dirty look from the mom, and I'm like, but you had your tit out, and I was trying to be cool about it. I'm sorry that I look like a creeper.
You're like, I want to be the baby. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, slow down a little bit.
No, I agree. I wouldn't mind being on there nursing. I understand.
You want to be doing some nursing?
Just want my head held.
How would that sound again?
Baby noises. All right, Nicole. Let's get plugged at youtube.com/Nicole Arbour, ARBOUR. And on Facebook, you're Nicole Arbour fans. And it's at Nicole Arbour on Twitter. And when is your next video?
My next video should be out tomorrow if I'm not on an airplane, and I have a little bit more of a rebuttal to this thing that happened, and then my next video.
Yeah, you might want to mention us in your video. Let's be honest with each other.
Well, I want to mention you guys all the time. I love you.
All right, and maybe show a little clip of our video in your video.
No, I blink too much in our video. Don't show me. I blink a lot.
Don't show Jim. Make sure Jimmy's not blinking a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Just slow down. Slow down on my eyes. Like if you could do that, because I blink a lot. Just slow down on my eyes and just fix them.
Oh, one final thing. What do you think of Whitney Way? Because her fans have been tweeting me like crazy that you're going to be on, and they're pissed that you're going to be on the show, blah, blah, blah. So what do you have to say, excuse me, to her?
Well, hi to her fans. Hello to her fans. Thank you for listening and for watching my video. I appreciate the views. And go watch that TLC show. I heard it comes out soon. She talked about it like 40 times in a rebuttal.
Okay, yeah, I think you were right. She handled it smartly. She made like a pleasant video. She seemed like a nice girl. It's hard to be mad at her.
She was drinking Starbucks. You can't be mad at a white girl drinking Starbucks.
That is true.
It's like science.
Yeah, there was something very delightful about Whitney Way.
All right. You kind of like Whitney Way?
Yeah, I did.
She was a dance off.
Oh, she's good though. Did you watch? I was watching. She moves pretty well for a large girl.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. I challenge her to a dance off. Put that out there.
Wow, that's a YouTube video I want to see.
Yeah, that's something I can whack off to. I like that.
Would you guys bump donuts?
Yes, all of our donuts will be bumping.
All right, very good.
All right, Nicole, have a good trip back, and we'll talk to you again.
Yeah, we definitely want to get you on the show again, Nicole.
Yeah, well, I'll be in New York in a couple of weeks, so holla.
Okay, good.
Well, come on by and say hi. We'll figure it out.
Okay, sweet.
All right. Thank you, Nicole.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right. It's Nicole Arbour on Twitter, ARBOUR. She's cool.
Yeah, it's funny. Whenever somebody does a video or something like that, and the whole country's in an uproar, and then you talk to them, or there's like a tirade, people are always just nicer than you think they're going to be.
Right.
It's almost always people are more pleasant and conversational and normal than you expect them to be. And it's the ones who you think are going to be great that shut down and don't say anything.
Right.
Or won't talk, or they're rude.
She's picking controversial things to kind of, throw some humor at. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think she she, is really fat shaming people on purpose.
No. It's
right?
only, if you take a teenager and just single them out and attack them, yeah, that's kind of shitty, but.
And just point.
Yeah.
Just point at them.
All right,
and yell.
that would be bullying, yeah.
You want to play the Whitney Way thing now? We might as well.
We should.
We should have had her on the show today also, but she backed out.
Okay.
But she was on Access Hollywood because she's really into this fat shaming campaign to make people stop. So let's see what she had to say yesterday.
Ovarian syndrome, and made her biggest news this week when she fought back against Nicole Arbor's fat shaming video. I'm sure you may have seen it because
Can
so
you
many
pause
people...
though? Do you know what's really interesting? They are only having her on. Maybe they've asked Nicole and she couldn't because she was in England. But it's funny how this is the angle they're taking, is they're only showing the rebuttal.
Yes.
And not having the other person on.
Yeah, that would have been the thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Maybe it wasn't interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I said this interesting and it really just wasn't.
No.
It happens a lot. Fun point.
Your response. How long did it take you to, come up with a response?
He almost said, get that fat.
That's a big girl.
She's a big girl, yeah.
Wow.
It's a big chair, too.
That's a giant arm.
Yeah.
Instantaneous?
Yeah, that's instantaneous. I mean,
She's
the
cute,
thing that's
though.
interesting
Pretty.
about the video is that while she may not actually really even feel that way, it may just be for shock value or satire or comedy, whatever, it was very representative of the way that we view fat people in this country and all over the world.
Hold on. I'm sorry. You have to see what's coming in the studio right now.
He's on one of those things.
What? Where did you get yours, Pete?
Hold on.
We were just talking.
My buddies knows the guy that makes them.
We're getting one too, supposedly.
Oh, they're incredible. I'll never walk again.
It's a wheelchair.
It's a Segway, but it's a hands-free Segway, right?
Yeah.
I saw a guy on the east side, the Upper East Side, when we were driving crosstown on one of these things, and everyone was staring like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
is it easy to use?
It takes like about a day to figure it out. If you play sports, it's pretty easy to figure out.
Yeah.
But you feel really douchey on it. You definitely do.
Because everyone's staring
More
at
people
you.
need to get them, so I don't feel like a fucking douchebag.
How do you slow down?
You just stop.
You run into whatever is in front of you, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like a Segway, right?
What do you
Where
mean you just stop?
You gotta stop. It's all. You kind of just do it all with your mind. It's all in your mind. Then you control it.
That's not mind control, Pete.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, when you get on
Can
it.
I get a real answer? It's not mind
It's
control.
called a magic ridey board.
It's called a ride, Daddy.
How far did you go with this thing today?
I came from my apartment to here on it.
How far away are you?
I'm on I'm about 10 blocks away.
Okay. You got a lot of looks?
Yeah, but not the looks that make you feel good. A lot of the...
How do you
Really?
get...
Yeah. I don't know why. I think it's just because people don't have them. They don't get how easy... it's so much quicker than walking. Like, why would you walk?
How do you get up on the sidewalk?
You, like...
Oh, you jump up?
Yeah, you kind of like jump up on it. Yeah, great. Nobody could see what...
Yeah, you did this.
The action I did.
It was a jumping action.
It was a jumping
I'll
action.
translate.
Yeah.
Pete's sitting and his shoulders went up as in if he was jumping.
Could Jimmy use it? He's
Yes.
into mind control.
Yeah, sure.
You want to try this,
No,
Jimmy?
I don't. I have to be on a plane in a couple hours. I don't need my my spleen shattered. That can happen.
It
Broken
really is
spleen.
the shit, though.
But I don't get it. So you lean forward a little bit, that's it?
You don't lean forward. It's just... I don't know. I can't explain it. But it's...
It's putting pressure on this side or that side slows you, or
Yeah, like if you want to stop, you have to jump off backwards. Otherwise, you'll go flying forwards.
does it stop as soon as the weight comes off it?
Yes.
Okay.
But isn't it like a Segway, too, where you lean back and then that'll make you go in the other direction?
Yeah, it'll make you hover back a little bit if you want. But
We were
like,
just talking about this thing, and he comes in with one.
I know.
it's awesome, dude.
Because Justin's getting one.
There's
You
a company that's sending me one.
Yeah, you have to get them.
Here, stand up.
They're amazing.
Wait, there's a company sending you one?
Yeah.
Can you go down the hall?
There's a
I didn't
weight
even
limit
see-
on them.
I already checked. I checked the weight limit.
I was trying to think of a joke there.
They
I
make
couldn't
one
come
for
up.
fat people. They're called fat boards.
I'm not getting a fat
I'm
board.
serious.
It's got truck tires on it.
Wait, look at him go.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's he's going. It's pretty.
I don't understand.
It's just the way you angle your feet. I'm sure back and forth. You lift one foot and
Rich Voss would do on it.
just spin in a circle.
He's just spinning in a circle with us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like a robot.
I feel like Magneto.
Yes, it's like me in show business for the last 20 years.
Dude, there's lights on the bottom.
Yeah, I always like lights on something. It makes it look spaceshipy.
You think this is going to take off?
You mean doing segues on the radio? Probably not. Yeah, man, that's a pretty, because it seems painless to move it. It's not hard. It's
It's quick. It's like jogging. That's how fast. Like I feel like it would be going to like the normal person's jog.
So you're going to use this a lot?
Yeah, I'm never walking again, dude.
Do you get high and then just jump on that thing?
Oh, it's the best. Is it? Yeah, you feel like you're on top of the world.
Just floating around New York City.
Dude, it's awesome.
It's probably better in the suburbs than New York, though, because there's so many people, there's so much shit in the way in New York, so many curbs. Like, if you're in the suburbs, you could just go down the street. That's got a rule.
Yeah, it's really good if you have a mansion and marble floors that you can ride around on.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to a studio or a one bed with 700 square feet.
Yeah, you just bang into a bunch of shit.
I think it's called the Mini Segway.
Which one's yours called? There's like a million
Mine's called
names.
the Spaceboard.
Spaceboard. The Swagway is another company, I think.
Bieber fell off one. I hope he's okay. I've heard about
He
this.
did?
The Biebs fell off
The
one.
Biebs had a problem with it. Oh, he's bowling. That's why. He's bowling.
Yeah, if you're being a dick on it, like as soon as you start feeling like you got control of it, that's when you start to fall.
Yep,
When you
it's
get-
like life. Just like life, Pete. Just when you feel like you got her under control, that's when she throws your curve.
This is badass. How much is it?
Dude, like you can get them for like 400 or 500, but the good ones are like 700.
All right. Well,
The good ones are 1,700. I've seen crazy ones.
So how about the good ones? Send us one.
I'm on it.
One of the good companies send us one.
I would use it, but not in.
You want to float around the airport?
I do want to float. You're right,
dude. It's great.
I want to fly.
Dude, people get so mad at you. It's awesome.
I never get mad when people zip by on those. I see them once in a while. I'm like, all right, it's cool.
Yeah,
that's a smart way to fucking get around town.
It's the best. You get there.
When's a
so
porn
much
going to
faster.
use it? That's when you know it's made it. When there's a guy with I want to go on it. A girl be on a fucking on a hood of a car, Segway fucking.
Yeah. All right. Well, Pete Davidson in studio, getting ready to go back to SNL, right?
Yeah, we're back. We're back in the office.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So this might be it for you for a while.
I think so.
That sucks. So
Yeah.
the next
Well, I
time
have till October, the first week of October.
Right. But you're already back.
Already back.
Was it
in the
weird
office.
going back?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's awesome because you get to go back.
What happens on the first day? You're just all hanging out, getting your offices back together?
Yeah, we're all just kind of. I rolled in on the Segway yesterday. You know, everybody got all excited.
Right.
And we rode the Segway around. That was what I did at work.
They all rode it around.
Yeah.
So it turns on. Do you need batteries in it?
It charges. You charge it for like 2 hours, and then it works for 2 hours.
Only 2 hours.
You only get 2 hours.
But that's a long fucking time to be on a Segway. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I got here in 10 minutes.
So you still got plenty of battery.
Yeah.
Oh, but it sucks if you're on your way home and you're like, oh, cunt.
You're just in traffic.
Get groceries in your arms. Oh, no.
Oh, nerds. That's
Yeah,
a
It's
nerds.
heavy. It's 20 pounds.
Yeah.
So, like, if you fuck up and don't
And you
time
have
it
to
right.
carry
Yeah,
it.
imagine if you're carrying 6 dozen eggs, then what?
With no carton?
Yeah, no cart, just a bag with 6 dozen eggs and your Segway in the other arm. Then you feel like a goose. Yeah. There's that Davidson boy. Just stops. Then you have to leave it.
We're in the middle of playing a video from Whitney Way.
She has
Who's Whitney Way?
she has a show called My Big Fat Fabulous Life on TLC, and there was a video.
Oh, sounds great.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It's spelled PH though. Her life is great. It's, we just interviewed Nicole Arbour, who is the girl who did that fat shaming video or whatever. She would be a comic, but she was just like, attention, fat people. And then this fat girl made a video in response.
Yeah, YouTube yanked the original.
YouTube lady
Yeah.
that's all in trouble?
Yeah, she's fine though. And then this girl, who is very pretty. I'm not into really big girls, but you can't say she's not a very
Oh,
pretty
she's
girl.
got a pretty face.
Yeah,
Giant arms.
probably a fun girl to make out with.
I mean, come on.
Douchebag.
Why? I can't point out she has giant arms? Maybe I'm jealous.
Yeah, she has
Do some
guns.
more curls.
Giant drumsticks.
Yeah, she's probably fun to kiss. She's probably a good maker outer. Is that a creepy thing to say?
She's a fun snuggle?
Yeah, fun to snuggle and kiss. But she's on X, whatever show this is.
She defended herself because of the other girl doing the Dear Fat People video. Yeah. But she's on a show where she's kind of making fun of her fatness. And she's on this show, so we could all kind of point and giggle, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and
TLC,
you need people to do shows like that.
TLC has shows about midgets.
Yeah.
Short people.
They're pretty great.
Tell me why that's on TV. It's on TV so we could point and giggle. Thank you.
Yeah, because you don't see that all the time.
Or the giant girls trying to date.
Do you ever see the tree people?
I've seen the tree people.
Yeah, but then one more guy came and it was 4. Oh!
That joke deserves 3 segue turns.
Yeah, that was a 3 out of 4 segues, 3 lefts. It was
Every time I bomb on stage now, I'm going to go... So my mom's acted all crazy.
I've said it for years. TLC is the new sideshow. You know, you used to have to pay, 50 cents at the circus and you go see the sideshows. This is before your time, Pete.
The circus? What's that?
Well, the world got so PC. There used to be a time you would pay money and see all these freaks. And they're like, oh my God, you can't do this to these people. And it was the only way they could make money, by the way. They took their livelihood away from these people because they weren't going to get a regular job having 2-inch legs.
But if you talk to any guy that is like that, they love
the attention.
Being able to freak people out.
Yeah, they love freaking people out. Yeah. They love the attention, and they love paying their bills because that was the only way they were going to be able to do it. So then TLC starts putting all these people on TV, but then they kind of make it look like, you know...
Like a story. They try to put the story behind it.
We're going to learn something because it's in the title, the Learning Channel. We're not learning anything. It's the new sideshow, period.
Yeah.
Like
that
the tree people, like you
his arm
said.
Down his throat.
What?
Love showing people.
The what?
There's like those people that could shove like the swords.
That's amazing to me.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, they're great
girls. How do you learn that?
I don't know.
I guess if you fuck up once, it's kind of over, right?
Yeah. What do you? What's right before you progress to sword?
Right.
Like, wow, I can't believe I ate that banana and I didn't choke on it, or did I do like? How do you build up to a sword?
Well, we all know you start with dicks. Those people start with dicks.
In life, we do. We do. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd love to know how that works, though. How do you know you don't have a gag reflex, especially if you're...
Let's get a sword and try it out on our show. We'll get an expert to give us a quick...
Get one of the Stangles to test it out.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
You would do it? You would try it?
I'll do anything for the show.
Attaboy. I like that.
We like that attitude.
Thank you.
I like that attitude. Man with Prince Valiant haircut, guys, in sword accident.
Can you Google the tree people? Pete has mentioned it 3 or 4 times.
Sure.
I'm so happy you brought up the tree people. I don't even know what this is, what this disorder is. It's unbelievable.
One day in high school, I was really stoned, and I was trying not to, like, my mom not to catch me, and the tree people were on.
Oh, is that fungus they have on their feet?
It's like they grow into trees. Like
it's bark-like.
It starts.
Oh no! You know why they call them tree people? Because whenever they're there, people go leave. Oh come on, Jim! More wordplay, Gilbert. Fucking Jim!
You can't see this, but you certainly could Google it on your own.
You're getting my foot fetish going. Imagine sucking those tree toes.
Oh my God!
Just getting all healthy and getting all the nutrients.
But look, it's on TLC. What are we learning?
I don't know.
They want us to look and fucking giggle and go, holy
more
shit.
Of a Discover Channel type Discovery.
And they met the people from the Giant Shoe Company and all was well.
Can you show the one with the nose?
Old tree nose motherfucker. Oh, this poor guy. That's a terrible nose.
Well, look at the one above. And,
oh, no.
And the quote is, this is not our fault. This is how God made us.
People tell me I'm like one of these. I've been called a tree person my whole life. Yeah. Cock like a redwood. Oh no!
What is that?
Look at that! He's got Justin Sangle's haircut. What is that? Look,
this lady has penis thumbs.
What?
She has penis thumbs.
Oh, great!
What is that?
Hot.
Yeah, no, it's just like the thing.
But so she's got
terrible. Those are all like John Merrick deformities. Like
and TLC loves putting these people on their network, and so I mean it's not far fetched to think that they're putting this Whitney Way on there as well to kind of have us point and giggle a little bit.
Yeah. Look at that tortured life though. Like this poor guy.
It's so sad.
He's got the tree freaking feet and hand. He's just like a cluster of fungus. Yeah. It's revolting. And it's like, can't we fix that? Can't there be something with DNA that's done and fix that someday? Oof.
To explain what it looks like Hulk hands and feet, only it's tree.
Like the texture of tree and warts.
That's awful.
You ever see the giant leg people?
No.
You've never seen the giant leg people?
Giant legged people?
I don't know what. Just put giant legs or something like that. That was on TLC as well. Their legs weigh like 100 pounds each.
Oh my god!
Look at this. Only their legs grow.
Oh man,
what
that's
is
fucking
that?
Terrible. They look like those wacky waving inflatable things in front of fucking car dealerships.
That's the one they featured on TLC. The rest of her body, from her waist up, is quote normal.
Yeah,
but her legs. How do you describe how big those are?
There's a guy by the bed touching her ankle. That's actually a shoe store salesman. All right, we're going to get you a size 1400. Giant sneaker. Get it? Big lady legs.
There's a video of her you got to find because we did this in the past.
Yeah,
the giant leg lady.
She's
from
moonwalking, not the motion, but the size.
You know how doctors are. You know how doctors try to like kind of be a little funny? Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, look at this.
And lives on her own.
You know, if I want to do something, then I will try my best to do it, even if physically, you know, it's going to take longer than it would take maybe the average person.
Oh, great.
And that includes driving. Just getting into the car with her enormous
legs and feet. The minute she steps on the gas, it goes to 140 miles an hour.
Did she go, I got a little bit of a heavy foot?
I do love to drive simply because it's freedom. It's my kind of independence and way of living.
Wouldn't you want your legs cut off at that point?
Yes. I don't know.
She can't. She could barely move, and they're really heavy.
She's just grateful that nobody concentrates on the fact she looks like David Bowie anymore.
Although they always have a place to sit.
Yes, they
I want to live.
Positive help.
I don't think people have a clue that I have a disability when I'm driving.
No, they have a clue.
Why the fuck are they driving?
Do you know how many guys have probably winked at her in a car? Hey, baby, come on over. They wink at her in the car, and then she gets out, and they're like, oh, no.
Oh, boy.
As soon as she shuts the door, I got you.
She's got involved in some voluntary work with the RSPCA, which she's really enjoying. She's doing something useful
RSPCA.
It really is fucking really hard to watch.
Maximum of 10 minutes.
I can't even
when she's away from
describe how big these legs are.
She's got to get in a wheelchair, yeah.
Ridiculously big.
But like the rest of her is super skinny. That's what's so crazy.
Yeah. That's a disability.
Yeah, that's just sad.
That is sad. But TLC throws that shit on like it's nothing. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with the giant ladies trying to date and they put them in tiny rooms to make them look even bigger?
No. Opie?
Yeah, tiny rooms. It said Astrodome on it. Boo, Jim.
It was on TLC, my giant life or something like that. My giant life. And when they do the sit down interviews, you know, they put them in little rooms to make them look even bigger.
Oh, that's fucked up.
They love exploiting people, the TLC, and they make believe, no, we're just trying to teach people out there. Anyway, so that leads us to Whitney Way, and she was on Access Hollywood.
Whitney Thore, yeah.
Whitney Thore Way, and let's pick up the video.
Thor?
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't look that big now.
You guys just glanced over. Her name's Thor? That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Representative of the way that we view fat people in this country and all over the world. So I hear these kinds of things on a daily basis, so I didn't have to think twice before I knew what I wanted to say about it.
All right, let's take a look. Here's Nicole's fat shaming video.
Oh, boy.
Dear fat people. Some people are already really mad at this video. What are you going to do, fat people? What are you going to do? What are you going to chase me? If there's people watching this with a specific health condition, this is not aimed at you. I'm talking about the 35% of North Americans who are obese. Fat shaming. Who came up with that? That's brilliant. Yes, shame people who have bad habits until they stop.
So, what do you think about that? She's saying shame people who have bad habits, that fat shaming is not really a term.
And this is not going after people with medical conditions.
Right. Well, I think the first thing that's problematic is that you can argue that most people are fat because they're lazy or because of their lifestyle choices, and I don't know what the percentage is that for that. Of course, some people are fat because of that. Some people are fat because they have medical conditions. Some people are fat for more than one reason. It's a very complex and nuanced problem.
Yes, they're fat for 380 reasons. But the one thing I like that this show did is this show, out of all of Nicole's whole thing, they did take the part where she said, I'm not talking about people with medical conditions. Yes. I'm surprised the news highlighted that. Like, normally they would avoid that, the one part which makes it seem like she's not attacking them. Yeah. And they would let her go, like, medical conditions.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they actually showed that.
Ever blamed all of my weight gain on PCOS. It is a contributing factor. I gained 100 pounds in 8 months, seemingly uncontrollably. And after that, the reason that my weight continued to climb was because I felt so ashamed because of attitudes like you just saw. Nobody wanted to talk about it. It was very taboo, but everybody had something to say behind my back. People treated me like I wasn't even a human being. I went from prom queen to being completely dismissed as a woman.
You weren't a fucking prom queen.
I would love to see that at high school.
She's pretty, though, man.
She's a pretty girl, but let's not be fucking ridiculous now. All right? Like, I'm sorry that you got fat shamed, but I'm not going to fucking let that slide by.
But in this new world we live in, they find the strange ones to make them prom queens and kings now.
Yeah.
The whole school rallies around.
Fucking bullshit.
Whitney's growing on me, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's nice.
A cute, nice girl, and you feel
like to get in there a little bit?
No, I'm not into big girls sexually, but she just seems nice. And she's not being twatty about it. She's being nice.
We would have done well with her.
Yeah.
But continue.
Our society. And when you make a person feel that way, it doesn't lead to very healthy choices. I didn't want to go out and go to the gym because when I did, I heard people laughing at me. I didn't care about my health. I was so depressed that I didn't want to leave the house. So I
By the way, I've never seen anybody laughing at a fat person in a gym. I really haven't. Whenever I see a fat guy in a gym, I see gigantic guys doing it on the treadmill.
No one pays
I always
attention.
Respect them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go too far. I'll walk over and go, hey, good for you.
Yeah. I see people do that.
No,
I see people go over and just like thumbs up to fat people running.
That's kind of humiliating.
That's
like seeing it's just, there's no reason for that.
No one pays attention to the fat person at the gym.
I'm always
happy
for them.
No one pays attention to anyone at the gym. In general. No one really looks around.
Yeah.
You're just preoccupied on what you're trying to get done that day. Continue.
Fat shaming, obviously, and studies are showing this now, that it doesn't make people want to make healthier choices. It makes us feel worse. And if you want to say that you're concerned about somebody, you don't simultaneously insult them.
I mentioned a book yesterday that...
Doesn't the concern, by the way, come from... It does start out with concern. Here's what she's forgetting. Is like when you watch those shows of people who are like, 900 pounds, they're trying to lose weight. The family has tried every resource. You've tried being nice, like, hey, you can do it, we're okay. Yeah. They've tried being scolding and shaming. It's not like people just shame fat people. There have been people who've been trying to be helpful and go, no, you can do it, and then they don't do it. You know what I mean? It's like they forget that people try nicely, too.
Exactly.
Friends to quit smoking. They read a book called, it's Alan Carr's Easy Way to Quit Smoking. I'm sorry for the plug here, but it's very interesting because I talked to a major A-list celebrity who did it.
Who was it? Was it at a party?
When you were hobnobbing in the Hamptons?
Who was it? Who'd you talk? Was it Denzel? Reese Witherspoon?
Spoon? Reese Witherspoon?
Reese Witherspoon? Who were you talking to?
Ooh. 3-pack a day guy. And smoked all the way through, reading the book. You're supposed to smoke all the way through. When it was done, boom, it was over. Because the addiction is not in, your body is not addicted. And I wonder if the same applies to food. Your body is not addicted.
Yes, it is, because without it, you die. Your body's hooked on...
You kind of need food.
Your body's hooked on food.
Food and cigarettes are a different thing, you fucking idiot.
And what we learned in the Fed Up movie, you're addicted to sugar. Absolutely. Right. That is an addiction.
Yeah.
So there's certain situations that mentally, I need a cigarette right now because I'm under stress. Well, you think it's relieving stress, but it's actually causing stress.
And that way with...
What?
I didn't know that.
Stress?
Well, he's saying that it probably fuels the addiction and that causes more. I don't know, as a smoker.
More cigarette smoking.
I gotta be honest.
I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes.
It was hard. I did it. You should. I quit after 17 long years of smoking.
I'm like 6 years in.
Yeah, quit when you can.
Start as a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Coffee.
make the basketball team.
That
And I was like, fuck this.
Puff away. It was a basketball diary story. Next thing you know, the poor kid blowing people in the men's room for a few bucks. Go ahead.
There's a serious situation. I'm like, let me get a frat.
But stress will make you. It's true. If you're under stress and people, you're watching a video like that, it makes you feel horrible about yourself. You want to self-medicate in a way. That would be the instinct. So what is the key?
Well, why can't you self-medicate on a treadmill?
It doesn't feel the same as a
I
cookie.
know, but fuck.
I'm sorry, Jimmy.
I got a nice gas
farted perfectly when she was at the peak of her laugh.
Jimmy let one out.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
No, but it was almost like he was celebrating her laugh.
Yeah, I was joining in. I was being part of the team.
I watch your show. You're going after a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
What is the key here?
Yeah, I think the key is that we have to approach obesity in this country
Look
with
how
a
giant
balanced
that bike is.
conversation.
I know the
If
tires on
anyone
that bike are big.
That's a massive tire.
Good for old Whit, though, getting out there with the old bike helmet and giving it a shot.
And who's this guy? He's fat too. Why is he helping her?
I don't know.
Because he's
He should be getting
significantly
on the
less
bike.
fat.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why.
Yeah, she's probably like, "Whoa, look at him."
Yeah, he's
Oh,
not at the,
skinny.
He's not at the point of needing government assistance.
He could still get out his front door.
Plus, when you're that big, it's probably well, whatever. Who knows why they're together? But you just.
Did you see the picture? It was in the Daily News. Speaking, which was about 2 weeks ago now, of the lady they rescued in Brooklyn. They had to take her out of her window.
Yeah, apparently
in a net.
lady? Her back got injured under a boat.
It was in the Daily News. I think it was Brooklyn. Yeah, there's the picture. Oh, this video.
She was 910 pounds.
Let me see the video.
Wow.
Hey there, everybody.
What's up?
I want to know what you think of this.
Oh, no. That guy's just going to show the picture.
Cool guy, backwards hat.
Yeah, it's just a picture.
Show the picture. We don't need his commentary. We could do the commentary.
They put her out in a giant net.
They had to take out the entire window.
Yeah.
That's fucked
And
up.
the local Latin kids had fucking sticks. They thought it was a pinata, and they were knocking diabetes out of it. Oh, look, a toe.
That's where. I don't know. I lean toward a disease at that point. I can't imagine ever getting up to 800 pounds. How would you do that?
I can't even fathom that.
Yeah.
You know, that woman was 70 years old. You usually don't see people live that long.
Hell no.
That was, I'm just moving.
You never see, I've said this too, you've never seen old fat people walking around Manhattan and old tall people, Pete.
Yeah.
You never see old tall people.
Oh, wow. Way to remind me.
How tall are you?
I'm about 6'3".
No, that's not bad. I'm talking
that's a height you can live to a fine age.
Yeah, 6'3" is fine. I'm talking like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". You never see old guys walking around at that height.
Yeah.
Go back to this video of
her
Whitney.
on a bike.
Yes.
That I don't think obesity is a problem. That's not true. I do. I've never been shy about the fact that I want to lose 100 pounds. And in fact, I did lose 100 pounds once 4 years ago, and people still made fun of me out in public.
Because you were still big.
Yeah, it's great you lost 100, but you should have kept going. Don't use the fact that you didn't get immediate positive reinforcement as an excuse to go back into the addictive behavior. Just keep going with it. That's fucking amazing if you lose 100 pounds.
Yeah.
My point to Nicole is that nobody knew I just lost 100 pounds in 8 months and run 5 miles. You don't know.
That's not that far in 8 months.
For your health. Then it's arguably none of anybody's business. But the point is that you can see on my Big Fat Fabulous Life, I am trying to be healthy. I have an eating disorder past. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. I'm trying my best, and I'm trying to do it in a slow and sustainable way. And I just refuse to hide myself in the process. And if that means promoting obesity, then so be it, because I'm not sure what the alternative is. I will not sit away hiding in my home or in my closet and not living and enjoying my life.
Well, good for you.
Oh, yeah.
Good for you.
That was nicely
Good
said.
for you, Whitney.
Yeah. I have no jokes.
She's a good,
Good for you.
a good spokesperson for that point of view. Delightful, cute girl, pleasant to listen to, nice voice.
So she was
Lovely
supposed to do her
disposition.
show.
She's coming in?
Nah, she was gonna.
She bailed on us.
Yeah, the whole thing with the
She had
freight
a lame
elevator.
excuse in the end. Freight elevator was in use today.
No, she backed. I get why she did though. There are people probably heard that we were going to have Nicole on, and they probably thought she was going to get beat up or mistreated. We wouldn't have treated her bad, but
It's none of our business. But I bet you follow her around for one day and see what she eats. You could go, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, this is part of your problem right here. you're not making the right choices.
Doesn't the show kind of have to encourage her to not eat well? Because otherwise the show will be over.
Yes, as soon as she loses all the weight, she's not going to be picked up for another season.
Nobody wants to see a happy fucking story. That's what I've learned. Nobody wants to see a happy story.
No. She won't lose the weight immediately anyway, though. It'll take a while.
Yeah.
To knock it down.
These fat people all have enablers, Chris in Rochester wants to say.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Chris in Rochester.
Hey, guys. What's going on, man?
Hi, Chris.
Jimmy, your latest special is fucking brilliant, by the way, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Listen, I hit 540 pounds about a year ago.
Wait, you were 540 pounds?
I was, yeah. Now I'm a svelte 400, actually.
Why, you lost 140? That's great.
Well, good for you. I mean, that's impressive.
Here's what happened, guys. I became immobile. You know, I didn't want to do anything. And my wife looked at me, and I've been married to my wife for 13 years. She said, listen, if you're going to become immobile, I'm not going to feed this habit of yours. I'm going to stop feeding you if you can't get up and feed yourself. And it fucking clicked with me. Holy shit, I'm becoming a fucking burden at this point. And all these people that hit 500, 600, 700 pounds, you don't get out of bed and do anything. So the only way you're fucking gaining more and more weight is because you got someone there fucking feeding you and giving you what you want. At the bottom line is you shouldn't have anything. And as soon as my wife said that to me, it fucking opened. You know what I did? I cut the goddamn sugars out of my fucking diet, and I dropped 140 pounds in about 9 months.
Wow.
So,
the sugar thing, I'm telling you, you cut down on sugar drastically, watch the weight melt off you. It's unbelievable.
My cholesterol's about 160.
Jeez.
It's melting away. I've got more, I'm working 60 hours a week right now. It's amazing what just getting through those first 3 or 4 weeks of the withdrawal symptoms you go through.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you just feel so goddamn different after that. I don't ever want to go back, man. I don't look at donuts. I don't look at any of that shit anymore the same way as I did before. So,
how much did you weigh in high school?
I was 330 my senior year. I played Division II college football. I was always, 350, 360. And then,
how tall are you?
6'1".
Okay, you're a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not big enough to justify that, though.
No.
But yeah, it just, my grandfather died. He never met my kids because he was ashamed of me. And when he was on his deathbed, he said to me that the reason he treated me the way he did is because he wanted me to always lose the weight.
And
she's right about that.
That's kind of a dick.
Shitty move.
Grandfather on his deathbed said you were too fat to love. Come
closer.
I mean,
he said he was trying to help me.
You were going to get my family fortune, but you're too fat. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I've been bombing all episode, and I needed this. So
I think you have your first character for SNL.
Yeah,
yeah. Hey,
he's right about that.
But I mean,
he's right about that. That when someone says that kind of shit to you, it doesn't make you want to go out and get help here. It makes you want to crawl deeper into your fucking hole. And I think you can understand that, Jimmy. You've got demons.
Yeah, I do understand completely.
Oh.
yeah. Chris, makes you want to order a bunch of prostitutes and fuck them.
It sure does. Crawl right in their holes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was doing that with pizzas.
He was, your grandfather was a dick, period. I mean, there's something called tough love that kind of could work for a person, but that was just a dick move.
Yeah.
The thing that bothered me is he never said anything to me about it. He just ended it one day. I had my daughter had been born, his first great-grandchild, and he just said he didn't want to see me again because he was embarrassed to call me his grandson. And he said to me on his deathbed that he thought that would have been the motivator to make me lose the weight. The bottom line is I didn't love him anyway, so it wouldn't have fucking motivated me. Now, if my mother does that to me, that's one thing. But my fucking alcoholic grandfather, who was just a dick to me my whole life anyway, that was another thing. And
he was a jerk
boss,
off. He was a jerk off.
His only great-grandchild, so...
Thank you very much, buddy.
I guess God needed another asshole.
Yes, he did. God needed a drunkard. Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks for telling your story, Chris. And seriously, good for you, and keep going.
Yeah, that's nice.
It does suck when you tell somebody you've dropped 140 pounds and you still weigh 400.
Well, that's all right. You'll lose it.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, maybe. All right, boys. Keep up the great work. Love you.
You too, man. You know who lost a lot of weight? Mike Buschetti.
Mike Gay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I miss Otto. Otto would always go, he's wasting away to a warehouse. Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to cut that guy off and just hang up on him,
I know,
like his grandfather did to him.
We've been fat shaming too much lately. We gotta,
That's an inspirational. His grandfather was
nice.
a twat.
Yeah, his grandfather was a twat.
What kind of grandfather just like shames you to the point of not seeing their own great grandkid?
What a dick.
Yeah, I feel like that's a weird Nicholas Sparks novel.
Waiting to happen.
Yeah, like at the end he falls in love.
Who's Nicholas Sparks?
He does the Notebook and all
the
that.
Notebook.
All that shit.
You know, that was the movie I was watching on the plane on an iPad that I couldn't hear.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about iPads before.
You know, that's
You didn't
an
miss
annoying
anything.
one to not listen to.
It was so awful because I couldn't hear it because of Apple's shit audio products. But I don't like the fact that was the one where he meets her on the Ferris wheel and he cock blocks her date.
Fall down.
He cock blocks the date.
Yeah.
I hated that guy. She's on a date with some other guy, and this jerk off thinks he's being charming. Hey, go out with me! Humiliating this fucking cuck that she's on a date with. I fucking hated that guy. Because I saw myself as the other boy on the goddamn Ferris wheel. I can't handle the Notebook. Made me cry for all the wrong reasons.
You're crying the whole time about the Ferris wheel.
You senile old bag! Yeah, good for you. You should remember that boy you humiliated by going out with a new fella. That's right.
How great would it be if he came back at the end and just went, fuck you!
Yeah, exactly. My wife knows the difference between me and a lamp. You senile old bag.
Oh, you're going to remember me.
You should have treated me better on that Ferris wheel. You forgetful old bag.
You're not going to forget me, though.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, where'd you put the remote? I didn't think you remembered.
But I remembered what you did to me.
I don't forget. Remember how you smiled at him while he was humiliating me on the Ferris wheel? Oh, you were pretty back then with your hairier than you should have had vagina. You senile old bag.
So what you're saying is she deserved it in the end.
Yeah,
this is what she did to her date on the Ferris wheel.
She should have been nicer to her date.
Yeah.
She should have respected her date. This fucking charmless scumbag comes along. Hi, I see you with someone else, but notice me. Oh, I wanted him to fall to his death. That would have been so great.
Yeah, but that's not a good person, right?
No,
there.
it's fucking awful.
No, that's the 1940s version of being charming.
It is, right?
Yeah. It's like, hey, how you doing? Swinging around.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, let's go out.
Hey, I'm throwing an apple in the air and catching it while I'm talking to you. It's like, go fuck yourself. Let me rub it on my sweater and take a bite. Fucking jerk off.
Well, we should take a break. We got Pete Davidson here. What are you promoting? You're back at SNL.
Back at SNL.
Starting to get that shit back together.
And we got Caroline's.
That's
24th
right.
through the 26th. My last weekend before the show starts up. So please come out. It'll be fun shows. I never did Caroline's.
2 weeks from today? You got the Thursday through Saturday?
Yep.
Okay, so 2 weeks from today, his run at Caroline's starts. 212-757-4100.
I will be there a week from this weekend, 17 through 19. That's all new material. None of it was in my special. And then I got Minneapolis and Detroit, the 24th, 25th. Bunch of dates coming up. Go to JimNorton.com. Erie, Pennsylvania for the first time. Louisville, Scottsdale, Arizona. Just a shitload of stuff. So if you want to see me, come see me.
And on the way, Garfunkel and Oates playing a couple songs for us, hopefully.
Yep.
And Paul Ben Victor, who was the Greek guy in Wire.
One of the Greeks, yeah.
Yeah. The main one.
No, the Greek was the older guy. He was the main.
which one was the
No, he
main
was the
one?
main one.
I'm starting The Wire next week. I'm so excited.
He's in season 2. He's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's great.
You've never seen The
That's
Wire?
my next show, yeah.
He used to saw The Sopranos.
Dude,
I
was
know.
fucking 3.
No,
I was like 12 probably. I don't know.
You're
But
gonna
I wasn't.
You're gonna love The Wire. Hang in there with
I
season 2.
missed a lot of great television.
Season 2 actually grows on you.
I
Hang in
loved
there.
season 2. I loved it, yes.
That's what everybody's telling me.
But
Everybody's
people
telling me the
bitch.
first season's great, and the
Amazing.
second season's a chore, and then the rest is
No,
amazing.
the second is good. Here's the difference. They switch certain things around. They're showing you different aspects of the drug trade. So just when you fall in love with these characters in season 1, they're introducing a whole new thing in season 2, and then you realize, oh, that's what this show does. So when they do it in season 3...
But they come back strong in season 3 with the characters from season 1.
Yeah, but they still go with a different angle in season 3. And then you're like, oh, okay, that's what they're.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? It's a whole different.
I can't wait to hear what you think of Omar.
I'm pumped.
Oh, God, we love The Wire.
Yeah.
That's great.
I might have to start watching that again. It's been a while. All right, we're going to take a break here. Stay there.
We're back on the radio
Yes,
program.
we are.
Is that back to the radio music?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were in the bathroom with that segue, and they
People
didn't
did not like. Oh, by the way, you shouldn't piss on it while you're like, because it kind of goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can't really just stay. You know, you could kind of stay, but it's not good to.
They weren't
pee
happy that you went in there with that?
Got a lot of.
Really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with
from
people?
the older gentlemen?
Well, because that's the last thing you want to see when you're sitting there taking a dump and you're reading the paper. It's just tires going by. You're like, what's happening?
What's happening?
I'm an old man. I'm having a liquidy evacuation. Why are there wheels? You don't know. You think they're coming to fucking throw you in a coffin.
I guess you're right. So we got Garfunkel and Oates coming in a few minutes.
Yes.
To perform and say hi to us. They had a huge show.
Yes, they did.
On IFC that was canceled.
I wonder why.
Why?
If it was a ratings issue, or did they just, who knows? Maybe they wanted more money. Sometimes, if you ask for more money, the networks are like, we're not going to do that.
Well, we're going to get to the bottom of that, aren't we, guys?
Yes. I'll bang my hand on the table when I ask.
So you tell us now!
Yeah, but it was all about money, wasn't it?
Big story. Woman discovers her boyfriend is a woman when she removes blindfold during sex.
Wow.
I don't get this trick.
I know. It sounds like an amazing relationship.
I don't understand how that... Yeah, exactly.
You didn't know that was a vagina?
A woman discovers boyfriend of 2 years is woman when she removes blindfold during sex.
Girl's using a strap-on, I guess.
Oh, wait, they've never had sex without the blindfold?
I guess not. Maybe, she was able to, convince her this is the only way I want to have sex with you.
2 years?
I don't get it, Pete. I don't either.
You would know.
You would have to know. Woman has blindfolded sex with male cancer patient ashamed of scars before discovering it's a female friend using prosthetic penis.
I love the fact that she said I'm a cancer patient. She really went to the sympathy well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me read this. A woman told police of her disbelief when she discovered that her boyfriend of 2 years was a female friend. A jury has heard. But didn't she know it was her female friend?
Yeah, I mean, like you could. Were you blindfolded for 2 years?
How does she not know it was her buddy? We're hanging out.
What a shitty friend she is.
Yeah. We're a good friend.
Oh, yeah.
She said she thought she was having sex with a man called Kai Fortune. Oh, Jesus.
Kai Fortune. Kai Fortune. Remember the Honeymooners? Yeah. We're rich. Get the bags, Norton. We're rich. Kai Fortune.
She's even buying a name like Kai Fortune. With a man called Kai Fortune who is recovering from a brain tumor and didn't want her to see his scars. But she claims she eventually discovered it was, in fact, her 25-year-old friend Gail Newland, who had persuaded her to wear a blindfold throughout their sexual encounters in which a prosthetic was used.
Gail.
Wait, she didn't know it was her friend for 2 years?
Fucking
What's going on here?
How do you not know it's your friend? What would she just wear a wig? It was like a really bad, like Mrs. Doubtfire. She'd have to run into the bathroom and take the.
How do you not know a Gail? Like, if I had a friend named Gail, like I would not ever fuck that up.
You would never forget that.
Yeah.
Straight away, she held her hand down over her face and said, "It's not what you think." Wait, so Newland, we're 5 count.
Would she grab the dick and was like, "Why is there a chip in this?"
What's that?
I'm trying to pick up. All right, let's pick it up here. The court heard the alleged victim received a Facebook friend request in 2011 from a Kai Fortune who purported to be a half Filipino, half Latino young man.
Oh no, must not have been a very big prosthetic.
She should have known it was
That segue's going strong. They communicated online, and Kai later told her he had been involved in a car accident before medics found he had a brain tumor. He was having treatment in hospital and was not well enough to see her. Okay, but the pair spoke frequently on the phone where she described Kai's voice as high-pitched. She's just a dummy.
Yeah, that's what that is. Like, I don't feel bad for people that are stupid like that.
She told the interviewing officer he was saying how much I had helped him get through his illness. He said it was a sign we should get married, we should have kids, we were going to do all sorts of things. During this time, she said she met Newland, who became a really good friend, and said she knew Kai.
I get it.
Close your eyes and Kai will appear.
Yeah.
Clap your hands 3 times and don't remove the blindfold. Hey! Every time he was about, hey, what are you doing? Don't you love me?
So she got catfished first, and then
she got catfished while she was being fucked.
So she gets, she gets catfished by this
loser.
guy, quote guy, and then the
girl
real,
steps in and says,
the girl,
I know.
steps in. Right.
But you're a girl. Don't you know what a fucking dildo feels like?
That's bizarre. I mean, I've made the gender mistake, but for never more than 6 months at a time. I mean, not for 2 years.
Mistake. Is that what we're calling it now?
Yes. I winked to myself.
And then you have then you have that moment like, wait a minute.
Wait a
6
second.
months later. Wait a
Why
minute.
is she blindfolding me and fucking my ass? Oh, I get it. I've been through that.
I've been bamboozled.
Yes. Hoodwinked. You didn't fall on Plymouth. Plymouth Rock landed on you. Okay. Oh my God. Get the bags, Norton. We're rich.
So then the friend steps in, who's playing the fake guy. So then she, the lady that was catfish, I'm trying to follow along here, she met Kai. They decided to meet in person.
Oh, wow.
She told the police the only stipulation that Kai made was that she wear a blindfold because he was anxious about the way he looked and could not walk properly due to nerve and muscle damage.
Yeah, if someone wants you to wear a blindfold and it's not your birthday, I feel like you should ask some questions.
Yeah, I'll go back to my original thought. She's a dummy.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute. He always wear a blindfold because he was anxious. Okay, so when she got to the bathroom, Kai was in the bathroom when she entered the hotel room, and the bed was covered with rose petals and Hello Kitty bears. The complaint said she put the blindfold on, sleeping mask, and scarf, and that the shaking Kai came in and said he had signed himself out of a private hospital in Manchester.
Oh, my God.
Ugh.
Okay, they weren't hanging out all the time. They had sex, and prosthetic dick, and Kai said he had to return to the hospital. Well, she fucked a guy on a bed of rose petals without seeing his face in person.
Hello Kitty bears around.
Yeah, that's the creepiest part of the story.
Creepy part. Yeah, that's creepier than blindfolding and lying about being a man.
She said when I was during the last sexual encounter before she went to the cops. When I was having sex, I grabbed for the back of his head, and my hand got caught on something. What was it? It was I sat on the bed and he was just standing up. Something in my mind said, "Pull it off." And Gail was just standing there. I couldn't believe it. Straight away, she held her hand.
Ta-da!
It's not what you think.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Hey!
The trial continues.
It's part of a prank show.
Remember me? Don't park in my fucking spot!
Ah, that's weird.
Open Falls! Open Falls!
Who would fall for that shit?
This lady?
Yeah, well, yeah.
She was a goose.
Imagine you're in a hotel room, you never saw the person before, and they want you to be blindfolded?
If you're going to have sex with someone, I feel like you should see them.
Yeah. What felt weird on the back of the head? The cock felt okay, but the back probably it was in a hairnet or the hair was tied.
Maybe a bun?
Yeah, maybe a bun.
Maybe it was a dyke haircut.
I don't know. But that wouldn't have felt weird. That would have felt boyish.
I mean, with a guy named Kai Fortune, I think it's like a little
that should have been
too
your
good
first
to be
giveaway.
true.
Hey,
Right.
Kai Fortune here, honey. How are you? Just zipped up my Lamborghini. It's double parked outside. Oh, I'll put on a blindfold. Fuck me with your weird feeling dick, and then I'll go to home.
For 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years. That's creepy.
But she couldn't tell the difference between a penis and a dildo. Lady Trucker wants in on this?
Maybe because there was a condom. Maybe it feels like a condom.
Oh, you know what? Maybe a condom.
No,
Right.
rubber,
Maybe.
feels
She's
like
probably like, this prick is turgid.
Yeah.
Lady Trucker.
That lady's an idiot. You can tell the difference between a strap-on or a dildo and the real thing.
You can, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe she was good at working the dildo.
Yeah, maybe she worked that.
Maybe she was tickling her asshole at the same time, distracting her.
And she said it's not what you think. Well, you're right. I was expecting Cancer Kai, and here's my friend Healthy Gail.
Well, and then most women do inspect penises before fucking them.
What happened?
You check out the penis. Give it a little blowjob.
I guess you should, right? Get in there and suckle it like a little lamb. Suck a nurse on it like a lamb on a bottle. That's how I asked her girl for head. I'm like, why don't you get down there and nurse on it like a lamb in a little bottle? Nurse on it. Nurse all right, prick.
Thank you there, Lady Trucker. I hope you're doing well.
My life-giving seed.
There she goes.
You guys have a great day, gentlemen.
You do the same, LT.
I gotta see the woman with the cop thing. I don't want to give away the.
Oh, how many times have I said that in my life?
It's endless.
It certainly is.
It's on fire today. Today, always. All right, let's see this video. You got a woman. Well, she stopped by a cop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then she says something very rude. Very rude. Here you go.
51 in a 20 school zone. Oh, she should be. She's careful.
She's gonna be pulled over.
Yeah, she asked for it. This was her reaction to our deputy saving the lives of our children. All right, they're overdoing it a bit.
Relax. School's not even in session yet, jerk off.
Exactly.
She's got her blinkers on. She's doing this right. Cop walks up to the car.
Ma'am. What? You'll be cited for speeding. Can't explain what your options are. Drive safe.
No wonder you people get shot. You're absolute assholes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Wow. What a fucking cunt.
Wow, that was fucked up. He didn't even say anything.
No wonder you people get shot, you fucking...
No one likes to be pulled over, but that can't be your opening line.
How does that cop, for all the times cops don't lose, they do fuck up and lose their temper, how does he not just take his nightstick and perform a quick tooth removal?
Yeah? You hope I get shot?
Well, just a quick jab through the window and you hear the clinking of teeth falling on the concrete.
Is that video edited? Because the cop comes walking up to the car and he was nice. He's like, ma'am. And that was her opening line.
That was an awfully quick, because he didn't even go, you know how fast you're going?
Well, they must have edited the license part out.
Yeah.
Maybe she was polite at first. What did I do wrong, officer? Hey, give me your license and registration, you pig cunt, stinky whore. Give me that, pig cunt, stinky whore.
Well, so
where are you, man?
Am I here?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you think they may have cut out the
cop's rudeness?
Saying,
yeah. They also cut out when he blindfolded her and fucked her with a strap on. Yeah.
Or she leaned out and said, "What did I do wrong?" And he said, "Close your eyes," and then he farted in her mouth.
I'm looking for that. I can't find that.
Guy Fortune says hello.
Guy Fortune can't find the unedited video, Eric.
Not the farting in the mouth part, no.
And he was hanging on the Ferris wheel, but it turned out just to be his female friend. You senile old bag! I don't know who the story is about. It's about us! Now where's the key to the safe, you senile old bag?
I found a longer version of it.
Oh, longer version? This is 30 minutes!
Oh my God, this is the director's cut.
We can spend 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
I just want to see if possibly this guy was rude at all. I doubt it, though.
Yeah, I doubt it.
All right, let's go.
I don't know. Okay.
All right.
You might want to speed up a little to when he gets out of the car.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
What's going on at the end of this thing?
Let's go back to the first time he talked to her.
Oh, yeah, that's where. Okay, I see.
Yeah, let's see the beginning of the chat.
All right, here we go. Walking up to the car.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Your license, your registration, and proof of interest. Here's my badge. There's my badge.
Can I see your identity?
Can I see some other form of identification?
He's showing her.
How about the police car right behind her?
Yeah. How about the gun pointing in your mouth? Fucking bitch. Give me your information.
She's just being a twat.
Yeah, she's a cunt.
Right, yeah.
No wonder you people get shot. What a fucking cunt.
What a terrible thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
There's my identification. There's my driver's license.
And he's being super nice about this right now.
And she's 51 in a school zone. What do you expect?
You're going 51 miles an hour in a 20 in the school zone.
You have your registration and proof of insurance, please, ma'am?
Unless she's the principal, she's a huge cunt.
You know what I like about this video? All the cars going by are definitely going more than 20 miles an hour.
Absolutely.
That's a good Maybe that's what's pissing her off.
I wonder if he gave her a break.
Let's see. What
Can I see your ID as a police officer? The guy with no, there's just a guy with a gun at the window, and you're not alarmed.
Did I do that?
Yeah, I looked right at you, and I looked right at my radar unit, ma'am.
You have proof to show me now?
No. By law, I do not have to. I can show you my logs in court, and I can also
show you my logs. Oh, I'd love to see those photos.
Certification.
It's a good, nice, watery dump.
Good donut shit.
I don't know why I had to clarify the joke. Everybody got
I
it.
just turned out of Target.
Ma'am, I've had people doing 100 miles an hour down there.
Can you give me a warning, please? I have
No, ma'am, not in the school zone.
Oh, she was an asshole.
Frozen food in the car.
Ma'am, the longer you take, the longer it's going to take for you to get home.
Come on.
She's off.
Ma'am, I need to
Guy doing 90.
I know you see Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's Dom DeLuise and Burt Reynolds just shot by.
I've seen at least 20 cars go by speeding.
Yeah. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking.
It's a road rally going by.
Officer, can you give me a break? There's a tractor trailer full of Coors beer going by.
Marty, we have to go back to the future. We can only hit 88 miles per hour. Luckily, that cunt is pulled over there.
Can you give me a break? There's a lanky man on a Segway doing 90 miles an hour. He's going and zipping in all directions. I don't know what's going on.
She's trying to get out of the ticket.
Yeah, she's doing what everybody does.
Yeah,
but
begging.
Yeah.
Not after asking for ID, though.
For routine. I'm on Woolbright, just east of Hagen.
How great would we just heard.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I know, or she said, I'm sorry, that didn't come out the back, it came out the front hole.
And then he was like, on with your day. That'll get you out of a ticket. You just pull out your pussy and queef.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there.
The national anthem or something patriotic gets them all teary-eyed.
Yeah. She's just sitting in her car, not doing anything. He called for assistance, too, right?
Oh, they did?
They just got...
Okay.
The officer's being very nice.
12/5/14, that's fine. It's good for a year. If it's effective that day, it's good for a year.
They're us doing 100.
Officer, you might want to look to your left.
Teen Wolf goes by, he's doing cartwheels on top of the car.
Oh, the beauty of this. All hell is breaking loose right to the officer's left. Holy fuck.
I'm begging you.
Oh. And your registration, ma'am.
My registration, what does it look like? It's on the back of the car.
If you have a proof of registration, probably what you have in your... right there.
He's even trying to help her.
It's being nice.
That's the best part. I promise I won't do it again. I really wasn't
she's
Okay,
hateable.
yeah, perfect.
She's a hateable woman.
All right, now he goes back to the car. His patrol car to write up the ticket. Now he could go forward.
Yeah, and this is when she says her line.
You are being cited for speeding.
Okay.
Can't explain what your options are. Drive safe.
No wonder you people get shot. You're absolute assholes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
That's even worse than the cop.
The cop is actually Mike Buschetti.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the retweet.
Thank you so much. I beat you by a second.
Yes.
I'm sorry, dude.
It was a Mike Buschetti response. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you know where I live?
Right. Thank you.
You can go.
Man. He goes, thank you.
How pissed would you be if you got
thank you. I
pulled over?
appreciate that.
If you got pulled over by Mike Buschetti. He's like, He's just so sweaty. A sweaty cop.
The car's flying by though as he's talking to this lady. It's the best part of this.
Yeah, I mean that's everybody's instinct when you see a cop. You're like, oh, I guess I don't have to slow down because somebody else is already.
That's what I always say, but everyone does. I'm like,
no, I always fly by. I'm like, he's not gonna fucking be like, oh shit,
he's busy right now. This is the time you keep going.
I've never seen a cop hop back in the car and be like, wait here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get 3 other guys.
Right. That's a tricky school zone though.
Yeah.
Because it's a 2-lane highway.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you should be slowing down in that area, but whatever. He was nice to the lady. He didn't deserve that shit. Are they here? We got Garfunkel and Oates.
They're coming down right now.
Love Garfunkel.
Coming down the hall.
Do you like them?
Kate she was in one of my favorite sitcoms ever, Raising Hope, so I'm a fan.
I never saw that.
It's great. It's on Netflix.
Check it out.
It's really fun to watch.
There you go.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's there's no audience. It's like a real it's a fun
Is it
show.
a single camera shoot?
It's a single camera. Like yeah. There's
I never saw it. I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's great. Like me and my girlfriend binge watched the shit out of it.
Really? Maybe I should
great.
check it out.
Yeah.
Start checking out some new shows.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on television. It's nice. It's a good time for TV.
Gerard's show is fucking awesome.
Is it good?
Gerard Carmichael show? You gotta watch it.
Really?
It's fucking awesome.
You guys are close too. We liked him.
Oh yeah.
We had him on once so far. We're gonna
with you.
Fit him in.
He's the coolest.
Fit him in some more. And then we got Paul Ben Victor coming in about 20 minutes. Should we take a quick break?
I don't mean we just took a break at 9.
I know, but I don't know where they are. And we got
warming up right now in the green room. They're coming down.
Oh, they're coming down.
Yeah,
because
that dude Paul Ben Victor looks like he could fucking give you a nice Indian burn, huh?
Yes, he's scary
fucking
looking.
Dude, it's horrifying.
That guy don't play.
He's a nice man.
They're warming up. If you want to go to break.
How about a single? Just really quick.
Yeah.
We'll regroup.
All right.
Real quick, Travis.
Cool.
We're back. With Opie and Jim.
And Pete Davidson, who's going to be at Caroline's 2 weeks from tonight, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So get your tickets now.
Yes.
212-757-4100. Jimmy's going to be at Caroline's very soon as well. Right, Jimmy?
Yes, I will be the week next week. The week
Next
before,
week.
yes.
Okay. Let's get the gals in. Garfunkel and Oates. Are they ready there, Eric? I think they're ready. I think we're going to open up that door and we're going to meet the ladies.
Yeah, I don't think I know them.
That's Justin.
That's Roland.
And that's Roland. Hi.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, guys. All right. Hi.
Nice and early for you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's late for me because I'm on the other coast time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like I would maybe be going to bed right now.
That's about
I'm
right.
just staying up late.
You guys are dressed all nice.
I know. We decided to. It just feels like
We
yay.
decided to.
Our dresses a lot. Well, it was like our album's coming out and we just feel happy.
Oh, that's good.
It's been like 3 years. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How long have you guys been a team?
7 years.
Oh, okay. How did you guys meet to become a team?
UCB.
Oh, okay.
But we were not in classes. We were going to see Doug Benson perform. He was a mutual friend, and so that's how we met.
Oh, wow.
He introduced you and you became a team?
Yeah.
I need a story like that.
We were on bad dates and like I was basically on a date with the hottest guy I will ever go on a date with.
Truly, this guy was so hot.
I couldn't believe he asked me out. And then he
I thought you looked familiar. I thought it was me.
But then he was just totally had nothing to say at all. And I was like, it was aggressively boring and I didn't know what to do. And then Kate was on a bad date and she started talking to me.
But my bad date was my current boyfriend, so that really
Wait,
sucks.
you were both on bad dates at the same place?
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
were the only
weird.
4 people in the room and Kate started talking to me and I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to talk to this guy.
Yeah, and then we became friends. And then we didn't start writing music for another year and a half or so.
So you were both out, you're actually dating the guy you were on the bad date with?
I was dating at the time, yeah. So it was just a bad date.
What was the problem with him?
He was also
boring.
Oh, I didn't even know we were on the air.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought we were all just chatting. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's a compliment. That's
Nobody told me that.
It's so
Hi, guys.
natural.
They're supposed to tell you when you come in.
Oh.
Or the thing that says on air might give it away.
Oh, right.
It's all lit
So
up.
I wasn't leading
What
into
have we
the
said
mic.
that we shouldn't have said? No, I'm kidding.
Or the headphones that we're wearing.
Yeah. Oh, right. You guys, it's early. I don't know.
I would never be this unnatural in conversations into a mic all the time. It was off with the headphones on. Yeah. It's like just holding my phone up and I'm not talking to anybody. Like, what's he doing? So you're both on bad days. That's pretty cool. Was that the only time you went out with that guy?
Yeah.
He was very hot, though.
I know. It's so sad. It's like you want both things, but it's just not true.
So why don't you get a little action in before?
Well, I didn't say I didn't get
Oh.
I didn't say that. I was going to take advantage of the situation.
Nice.
But then we went to breakfast the next day, and literally he held up a paper at the restaurant and read the newspaper and did not talk to me the whole
Like
time.
you were together for 5 years?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awful.
Also, that seems like so 2006 when that was, because nobody reads the paper and they just look at their phones.
But you're making me love this guy. Like, he's so good looking. He doesn't have to have a personality. He just gets laid and then goes reads the paper while you do all the talking.
Right in front of your face.
But I feel like I was
Something
using
obnoxious.
him for sex. I didn't feel like it was the other way around. I felt like, okay, I'm going to do this right now because I'm never going to talk to this person again.
How was the sex? Sometimes a boring person will give you a boring sex even if they're good looking.
Well, I feel like very good-looking people sometimes are not so good in bed because they don't have to try.
They don't have to work for it.
Yep.
They do not have sex.
Yeah, but you got the mediocre ones are the goers. You know what I mean?
Justin is amazing.
Yeah.
At sex. He fucking kills it.
I like to be the best someone can do, so they're like grateful and like just like, you know, and like you feel confident. You're like, what? This is what I've got. They're like, okay, yeah, like that guy.
You want them to like worship you.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't you feel like that?
I would never know that feeling, but I'm on the other end of the spectrum. Like, I'm just happy they're tolerating me.
And you guys both had a comedy background before you met?
Kind of. We both played comedy songs.
Yeah, I had been
separately.
doing. I think you saw my first stand-up set ever, where I just sang like a virgin through a snorkel. Which
It was
I don't
weird
really
and really
call it a
funny,
stand-up set.
but it was so funny to me that I was like, "That's for me." I was like, "I'm for her and she's for me."
You were singing through a snorkel?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Is there a video of this? I kind of want to see this.
I bet there is.
Yeah, there probably is somewhere, and I've done it since just for kicks.
Yeah. What was the thought process behind it? Like, I want to sing this and I want to do it weird, or did you pick the snorkel and then the song?
No, it happened because I had a bunch of roommates and I was moving, and my snorkel, because everyone has a snorkel, was at the top of the box.
Right.
And my piano was right there, and it just seemed like a natural, like, hey, and I wanted to entertain my roommates, and so I started singing because we had just moved into this really big house. That's a very long story, but so there was a bunch of us in this big house that was like falling apart, overlooking the ocean, and so I just, on the piano with my snorkel, sang, "We have a house, we have a house," and that's how the snorkel act began.
That's awesome.
Was it well received on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it crushed.
Did it?
It crushed.
That's an ugly one to bomb. Because if you're 2 notes in and it's getting a 0, you're like, oh, there's 3.5 minutes of this fucking song.
Someone just plugs the snorkel. Fucking suffocate you.
Pete Davidson's a big fan.
I love Raising Hope.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
wow.
Me and my girlfriend watch that all the time.
That's you were so good on the roast.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
Good night.
There's a
Very
picture of you with
lucky.
the snorkel.
Really?
That's an expensive snorkel.
Oh, that's a
dope
newer
snorkel.
snorkel.
That's dope. Is
That
right.
looks like a bong.
You ever?
Yeah.
I was gonna smoke. Yeah, I was gonna ask if you ever smoked pot through that.
Not yet.
Are you
But-
guys potheads?
Not really.
I smoked pot, yeah. I did that Getting Dug with High the other day.
Oh, how did that go?
I got way too stoned. We all got so stoned that everyone started singing songs from Willy Wonka, and it got really weird. And then me and a couple of the other comedians just like went and sat in a frozen yogurt place for like 2 hours, and we're like, I don't feel okay.
That's great.
I love a good froyo, though, if you want to switch gears.
It was delicious.
They're fucking awesome.
What are your toppings? Like, what's your go-to?
Not too many toppings as I'm trying to remain health conscious, but I do enjoy a good, they play 16 handles. And there's also one called the Yogurt Stop on Santa Monica, and my manager and I walk in. I know they think we're a couple because he's really metrosexual with his stupid sweater around his neck. And we
People
walk in
think
there.
we're a couple all the time.
Yep.
They do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever?
Have we ever made out?
Or thought about it?
People, I
at least?
think,
No.
wish that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Is that?
I am.
What?
I don't know why. I don't
do?
get it. Like, I honestly am like, it doesn't seem like, I don't know. I don't get it.
No, I mean, I think it's just a natural, like, oh, these girls have a band together. They must be
You guys
doing
are
other
biffles.
stuff.
Yeah.
You're
Guys
biffles.
just-
We're what?
You're biffles.
What's that? I don't
Best
know.
friends forever.
Oh.
For little.
Guys just like lesbians. You know, we fantasize about it all the time. So, you know.
I feel like we have a song about it because I had a bisexual phase in college, which lasted for one day.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
a phase
Wow.
one day.
That girl must feel like
so
shit.
I think
You had
I've been like I'd gotten super drunk a couple times, and like I was friends with theater people, and so everyone would make out with everyone, and it was all these like men who like would become gay by the end of college kind of thing. And I was like, oh, I can kiss a girl. It feels like the same, and it feels the same if you're wasted. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'm like super cool. Like maybe I'm bisexual. That's so neat. I was so excited. And then I went home with this girl, and I took one look at her vagina, and I was like, I'm I'm done.
Oh, wow.
And then I knew I wasn't gay, and I was like, I'm straight. That's it.
What about the vagina freaked you out? Was it just that it was one? Oh, okay.
Didn't want it.
I
saw it, didn't want it.
I listened to your vagina song.
Oh, you
yes, I did.
So you know the story.
Yes, I did. Are you guys going to play that one?
No, we were going to play a new one. Is that we can play it?
We can play it.
Do you
we
want
can
us
try
to?
it if you want.
Well, I did hear that one.
I could go get my guitar. Well, you can play it just on your uke.
Yeah, we could try
You
it.
know what? You guys could do whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
We were going to play a song about
play the vagina song.
We were going to play a song about a lullaby to our future frozen egg babies. Because like if babies made in a test tube, ask where they come from, and so we wrote them a song.
How come your show got canceled from IFC? Because a lot of people liked it. It wasn't like nobody watched it. I mean,
No, it didn't actually get canceled.
Oh, right, okay.
They wanted to do another season, but they needed it out by a certain date, and I was doing a Comedy Central show, and we couldn't get it out in time, and it was like this back and forth negotiation for months and months, and then no one could make it work.
Okay.
So what's going to happen? Are you going to take it somewhere else?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think we're going to try to make some other stuff and see. I don't know. We have things we want to make, but I'm always afraid to talk about them.
Why?
I don't know, because if you talk about it, you
You jinx it, yeah.
You jinx it, or you're just like, if you say it, and then it's like, oh, I said it, so now I don't have to do it.
Or someone else is more prepared and they just start doing it, and then it looks like you're stealing from them when it was actually your idea. That's always frightening, too.
I hate that.
Yeah, I want to do a show about a comedian on the road who has 2 daughters, and I mentioned it to Louie.
Too late.
I want to know what you want to do now. Can you give us a hint?
Oh, well, we're making a special in like a month, and then we want to do a musical.
For Comedy Central?
No, we're doing it for Vimeo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
they're putting original content on their
been for a while. Vimeo is great.
Totally.
Vimeo has the best quality.
Yes, they do.
Online.
But there are a lot of people that see it on Vimeo?
Well, it remains to be seen.
Oh, okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, some people get their views on Vimeo. So you guys got a new album coming out tomorrow?
Today.
It's out.
Congrats. What's called
Secretions.
Yep.
Secretions.
Our last one was Slippery When Moist, and the one before that was All Over Your Face.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to call them Garfunkel and Oates Sing Their Songs and Best Friends Forever, but I lost both times.
Yeah.
And then by the third time, I was on board with Secretions.
We took it to the streets. I was like, let's ask the audience what they like better. And Kate's like, damn it.
Those names are way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're attention grabbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Secretions is a great name for a record.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys get along really well creatively. It's hard to collaborate on songs that are comedic together.
We sometimes 90% of the time we do, and then 10% of our songs we just throw away because we can't come to an agreement.
Yeah.
Like usually I think I write something too disgusting that she won't say.
You might have to have a solo career to get that
write
party
the most
out
disgusting thing.
And it could be called like R-rated because it's lots of R's.
There you go.
Yeah, she went on the road. What happened to the band? I wanted to sing Cunt Salad. She wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going out on my own.
Cunt Salad becomes the biggest hit of all time. Everyone's singing it in the streets.
And you're like, no.
How do you resolve stuff? I'm always fascinated by that. Like, how do you resolve, like, if you, we want this song, it's halfway there. Who will usually win? Or is it one of those things that it just one of them feels right after a while?
I feel like the halfway there songs that if they get halfway there, we're both on board with the idea. It just doesn't work on stage, or we just, it's like we just realize it's not the funny song we were hoping it would be.
Yeah. I feel like whoever's the most passionate wins, though.
That's true.
Because if Kate's like, I don't want to play this, like, okay, then we're not doing it. But if I'm like, please, it's got like, I'll beg.
We have a song that it took me about a year to come around to actually saying, okay, well, we can do this song.
Which one?
The Loophole. It's about girls who save their virginity by having anal sex.
Oh,
which is a real thing.
Oh, you should have went with that right away.
Yeah, she said no, and I was like, oh, it's so good, though. And for like a year, she was like, no. And then one day she goes, I'm ready to play the Loophole.
Nice.
I kind of knew she was... Yeah. I kind of knew she was going to come around on that one.
I did. I came around on that.
Yeah, you never came around on the loose pussy rap.
That one I just, I was like, that's maybe for your solo album.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Loose pussy.
I think I'm going to go in another direction.
Yeah.
But you balance each other out. Like, you're dirtier than she is, so like your sensibilities come together and make it
smart.
It works, yeah.
Are all these songs online?
Yep, now. Yeah, as of today.
Yeah. I want to hear Loophole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we could do Loophole.
Yeah. I should have brought my
Let's
guitar
do Loophole, and then let's do a new one. How's that sound?
I should have brought my guitar.
Do you want to just run and get it, or...?
We can have someone run and get your guitar.
It's in the waiting room.
Oh, we can have someone go get their guitar out of the green room.
And I suggest you run and get it.
We can play the Frozen song if you want
let's
while
do
we're
that.
getting it.
Yeah,
do you want us to?
Just don't walk in the middle of the song.
I grabbed my ukulele.
All
My
right.
axe.
We're talking to Garfunkel and Oates. They got a new album out today.
Today, and they're doing a special for Vimeo.
Yes.
Where are you taping?
The Neptune in Seattle. Yeah. I love that theater. That's my favorite place to play.
Seattle, it is. It's a great place. Like
So
good
artsy
crowds.
and nice.
Yeah.
Do you ever play the Neptune?
No, I did the club last time I was out there.
Parlor?
Yeah.
It's a fun place. Is that with the big purple screen in the back?
I don't remember. I always have screens turned off when I'm on. I hate when there's 15 images of me doing in a club. It's just stupid.
Yeah, it's weird when they have your name.
Well, just your name. No, I won't allow that.
Yeah,
Who is it? Oh, Jim Norton. The name is right there. It's fucking stupid. And the fucking
They
screen's
should know
off.
by then, right?
Exactly. Unpleasant.
Oh, there's a picture of the loophole on your screen there. I don't know if you can.
Oh, wow. It's a cross, and there's on the wall, and there's two separate beds like in I Love Lucy, and there's two guys and Garfunkel and Oates dressed in white, and they're apparently being sodomized.
Yes, they're on all fours with gentlemen behind them.
The guy behind me is Norm Macdonald's son.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Shout out to Dylan.
What up?
Nice.
So do you want us to play our Frozen Egg Baby song?
Sure. Whatever
Okay.
you
We
want.
would love it.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah, but anyway, this is for a lullaby for babies who were made in test tubes. So, Mommy, where do babies come from?
It's pretty simple, actually.
When a man doesn't love a woman very, very much, he signs away his paternal rights and jizzes in a cup. Then with lots of money and scientific genius, hormones, pain, and of course, Jesus. The process begins the way God intended, with a transvaginal ultrasound, with a wand longer than a ukulele. When it comes out of my body, it makes this sound. I give myself daily intradermal injections and acute blood thinner and estrogen concurrence, cryopreservation through hormonal activation, and none of it's covered by insurance. Then I'm knocked out and you're removed and combined with a stranger's cum. And as the saying goes, you win some, you dispose of the defective ones in a hazardous waste bin. And then you're frozen until I'm certain it's time to unthaw you into a person. Then you'll expire or you'll make the grade. And that, my darling, that's how babies are made. It's so easy and natural. Hush, little egg baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna freeze you till she gets rich. And when that day finally arrives, you'll be constructed in a petri dish with sperm donor 8W6-3, the silent partner of our family. So hush, little egg baby, don't be sad, just because I never fucked your dad. I know there are orphans everywhere, but I'm going to pretend that isn't real. Don't look at me like that just because I admit it. You had kids and you knew the deal. Yeah, I feel guilty about overpopulation and ruining the environment for forever, but Osama bin Laden had 20 kids, so fuck you or whatever. Sadly, procreation is not a meritocracy, and we need to prevent a real-life idiocracy. Though it may be the ultimate form of narcissism, it's also a way to reverse Darwinism. I want all the stuff. I don't need to make a bucket list. It doesn't make me greedy. It just makes me a feminist. Now I'm thinking back through all the guys I've dated. If they heard the song, they'd fucking hate it. It's so easy and natural. Hush, little egg baby, don't you cry. You'll have the best jeans mommy can buy. I don't want to wait till I get in dire straits. My friends say if I want kids I should go out on some dates, but these working bitches don't have time to leave it to the fates. The world deserves more Rickies.
And the world deserves more Kates.
So hush, little egg baby, dads are overrated. He did what mattered when he masturbated. Hush, little egg baby, just hold firm. Mama's gonna buy you designer sperm. And if that sperm gives you random traits, Mama's gonna test your DNA. And if your DNA doesn't make things clear, Mama's gonna just have to live in fear. And if that fear turns into guilt, Mama's gonna hold on to what we built. And if I hold too tight as a suffocate, I'll buy lots of things to overcompensate. And if that overcompensation's too transparent, I'll pretend it's somehow better with no male parent. And if you say, but Mom, who's my dad? I'll say, I don't know, and it's just too bad. And if that bad is from the hole in your heart, I'll wanna make it up to you, but won't know where to start. I'll probably start by saying it's just you and me, and there's no such thing as a normal family. So fuck being normal, let's do this shit. Mama's gonna freeze you till she gets rich.
Jesus. Wow.
Lots of words.
Come on.
That shit, no, like that's hard. That's hard to say too. You're saying words that I've never heard before. That I'm like, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm like transparent.
Right. And then to synchronize that shit.
I was watching.
So fucking hard to do.
It's interesting to watch you do it because you were looking, and you were looking at your Kate, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Ricky, you were looking at Kate, and are you watching her cues? Because there was one point where you looked like you almost, and then you caught yourself immediately. It was almost not noticeable.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's weird when you're in this situation where I can't really hear the uke. So I was like watching her hands and watching her like. Yeah, it's hard to stay together
really
on
good.
that stuff. Thanks.
Really
Thank you. That's a lot of words.
Yeah. So I got to ask. So you come up with that song. which is very complicated, obviously, as we all noticed. And then how long does it take before you both go, okay, we're ready to take this to the stage?
It wasn't that long, actually.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, it took a while to get the right melody, because often with writing comedy songs, like, you don't want the melody to be too pretty or complicated, because then it's not funny.
Then people don't laugh.
Yeah. So, like, it's like finding the rhythm and the breaks for the jokes, and then once we hit that, we brought it pretty quickly to, we tried it out.
I know. When I sent you the first pass of the words, Kate was at first like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know if there are jokes in here, because it just seemed kind of sad.
Yeah, I was like, there's not jokes. Is that okay? And Kate's like, yeah, I guess so.
but it does work on, it's been doing well on the road when we play it.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable.
Yeah,
Thank you. It's kind of like our most joke-free song, which I guess maybe is not great for the radio, but we like it.
No, it still sounded good, though. It's still a good song. It was interesting, too.
Thanks. You learn a little bit. It's educational.
And you got a nice singing voice.
You do. I like that you named the donor's number.
Yes. Sperm donor 8W6-3.
You want to do another one from the new album so we could promote that for you guys?
Yeah, that one is from the
Which
new
is out
album.
today. Secretions.
Do you want us to do... Okay, so we have the Vagina song and the Loophole. We could do either one.
Which do you like better?
Which one do you like?
I feel like... Which one's funnier for the radio, though?
Know our audience.
I mean...
We got a bunch of pigs listening now.
I feel like... What do you think? What do you think is funnier?
Maybe the Vagina. I don't know.
I kind of wonder...
Which one are you leaning toward?
I don't know. You decide.
Oh my God! Look at these two together.
By the way, do you both go out and do your own gigs too, of doing stand-up, or do you only do gigs as a team?
I have a solo show that I do at Largo in Los Angeles. That's it's like a little bit more songs that aren't as funny, and then I have like weird sketches and stuff.
She writes songs about the moon and
I have
nice things.
I had a lot of songs about my dog, but then he died, and so I can't sing them anymore.
Too depressing.
Yeah, I'll just cry. When sometimes people will request like, sing a song about your dog, and then I'm like, he's dead.
Yeah. Do we do Loophole? I guess?
No. You want to do Loophole? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I feel bad because it's another like long song though.
It's super long.
Is that bad?
How much time do we have, guys?
We have as much time as you want.
Yeah, you can sing a Loophole or sing Vagina, whatever you want.
Let's go for Loophole. This is
Wait, I'm forgetting which capo. Is this right? Yeah, okay, cool.
That's never good before a song. Do I strum down or up?
We haven't been in the same room in months and months and months. Kate's been filming a movie here and in San Francisco, so we have just not been together.
Wait, that song you just warmed up in the green room, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Wow.
We haven't played it. We have not played it in I don't know how long it's been.
Time.
That is pretty impressive.
Very impressive,
It's funny, though. I always think it's kind of neat that we have these, like, we are the only two people that know the words that fast that can sing it together.
Yeah.
It's the thing that bonds us.
It's really weird when someone in the audience knows the words.
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh.
What are you doing? How do you know? What are you doing with your life? How are you that smart?
We don't really write sing-along songs, but some people figure it out.
So this song is about Christian girls who stay virgins till they're married by having anal sex. It's a real thing. It happened in my town.
Happened in my
It's called Good Eggs.
Yeah.
All right.
All my life, I've been good, do what my mom and dad and God say I should. Go to church and Bible school to live by God's rule. So whatever people tell me that the Bible tells me, I will do.
Really good singing voice.
Yeah. Walk the halls of high school with my purity ring. Unlike those other girls, I got my morals in check.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta move this cord. It's in my way. Sorry.
It was easy to do till I got a boyfriend, and pardon my French, but he's cute as heck. But I made a pact to keep my hymen intact, and Jesus and I are tight. Never learned about the birds and bees. I was taught to keep an aspirin in between my knees, cause the Bible says premarital sex is wrong. But Jason says that guys can't wait that long. And I don't want to lose him to someone who'll do him. I need to figure something out. Well, there's a loophole in the scripture that works really well, so I can get him off without going to hell. It's my Hail Mary full of grace. In Jesus' name we go to fifth base. Oh, thank you for making me holy, and thank you for giving me holes to choose from. And since I'm not a godless whore, he'll have to come in the back door. Therefore, fuck me in the ass, cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way. Give me that sweet sensation of a throbbing rationalization. It's just between you and me, cause everyone knows it's the sex that God can't see. It's hard to be as pure as me, to resist the urge to lose my vaginal virginity, to wait until my marriage bed, to give my husband my unsullied maiden head. So take your cock out, shove it in my ass, fuck me until you come. Oops, I mean let's join our souls and unite our bodies and fly with the wings of God. Whatever you do, don't touch my clitoris. If you ring Satan's doorbell, God can't ignore this. And no prophylactics when you put it in, cause birth control's for sluts and it's a sin. I've emptied my bowels and laid out the towels. I'm ready for romance. Now I'm praying to the power that's the highest, but of all of my holes, this one's the driest. But we can't procreate if we anally copulate, and God's okay with sodomy, but only if you're straight. And I'm staying pure no matter what, so I'm okay with everything but, everything but, everything but. Whoa, fuck me in the ass cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way. Give me that sweet sensation of a rock hard rationalization. It's just between you and me, cause everyone knows it's the sex that God can't see. I do whatever the Bible tells me to, except for the parts that I choose to ignore because they're unrealistic and inconvenient, but the rest I live by for sure. So let's not talk about how the good book bans shellfish, polyester, and divorce, and how it condones slavery and killing gays, because those parts don't count, of course. Let's cherry pick the part about losing my cherry and mine it for ambiguities and omissions to circumvent any real sacrifice, but still feel pious in my arbitrary parroted positions. And don't you dare question my convictions, and don't look closely at the contradictions. Just focus on the sacrificial crucifixion and have faith in its complete jurisdiction as the only way to measure if you're good or not. And in a debate, just say to have faith, because when up against logic, it's the only card you've got. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and fuck me in the ass cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way. Give me that sweet sensation of an irrational rationalization. It's just between you and me, cause everyone knows it's the sex that God can't see. Yeah, my chastity belt has locks, but sometimes you need to think outside the box.
Awesome. Yeah, right on.
Thanks, guys.
I'd love to see that at a church.
Bravo.
That was awesome.
Really brilliant writing.
Yeah.
It's really, really
Thank you.
great lyrics and
Super smart.
Really, really well done.
Thank you so much.
Guys.
We once played that at a college, and they had a deaf interpreter, and the woman doing the interpretation was a nun. Was that, or was she was
She was
a priest,
some
pastor,
sort, yeah.
deacon, some religious, impressive person, and she did not tell us till afterwards, and she was going she was like.
Yeah,
I just made a blowjob.
We have a blowjob song that she actually had. She sang the whole show. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't. There was nothing. Usually they have two because one gets tired.
Yeah. They had two.
They had two, but she did all the really dirty ones.
But yeah, she kind of wanted to, I think. Yeah. But it was so cute because they were backstage figuring out which one. Do you want the blowjob song? Okay, yeah, I'll take the anal sex song. And they were serious about it. It was really cute.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What was the one part you said that was the one that took you a while to come around?
Yeah.
And do? What was the one line in there that just was the holdout line? There was one in there that probably made you go like, oh, that's a rough one.
Probably just the fuck me in the ass because Jesus.
Probably. She's not totally sure,
just
but
that one sentence.
She thinks that's it.
Yeah, that was.
Why? What did you think it was? That one?
I didn't know. I thought so, but there was a few in there. I was like, maybe it was that one. Maybe it was that one. But it was just really well written.
There's a lot of dark ones in there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Emptied my bowels and laid out the towels.
Awesome.
Awesome. I think we got to wrap up, unfortunately.
No, thanks for having us. This was so
because
fun.
we got Paul Ben Victor standing by.
Okay.
Unless we just bring him in too. What do you want to do?
Yeah, we could maybe just bring him in. I mean,
because we like the ladies. We never get to hang out with ladies.
I could couch it.
You want to hang out?
Have to take a piss.
We'll bring him up on with all of us. We can all make it. All right.
You want to just bring him in?
Yeah,
let's do that.
I like the word couch it.
Let's get
sit on the couch. I'm gonna couch it. I'm gonna chair it.
I could observe.
I'm gonna bed it
in the corner.
Are you okay with him coming in with all of us?
Yeah.
Cool.
No.
Yeah, let's hang out.
Yeah, if you guys move over a little, then we can squeeze him over there.
He can't come on. No, I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
you guys are talented, man. Jesus.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus.
Wow. Pete, you can join the band.
I would love to.
You can be, what can he be? Graham Nash? I don't know.
I'll be the end.
Yeah. This is ampersand.
It just seems like fun to be able to write.
It's fun, and it's cute. It's fun music.
It's
enjoyable.
It's so fun. It's so fun to do. People think it's easy. It's not actually that easy, but it is really fun.
Who thinks that's easy? That looks really hard.
That doesn't look easy at all.
Talk that fast.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
thank
that's
you.
Insane.
Yeah.
People that are, I don't know, people online and stuff.
Yeah, or they're just like, oh, you know what? Just write a song for tomorrow, and it'll be about this. And we're like,
people online are nasty? Really?
No. They just, well, sometimes. Yeah,
that's just the nature.
Yeah. Oh my
Who
gosh.
would think that's easy? I fall apart singing Amazing Grace with Joan Baez. 3 lines in, I'm finished.
No one online has ever been mean to us. It's really crazy.
That's crazy that people are mean on the internet.
I know, it's so weird. It's weird when they're dirty or mean in any way.
I've actually been really lucky with that. Like, I've had people say nothing but positive things. Really odd. Just supportive, fun. I'm a piece of shit, too, so I get it.
Everyone's such a gentleman online, especially Twitter.
Yes.
Fucking hate Twitter. I'm on it all the time.
Yeah,
but
I don't mind it.
I fucking hate it.
I don't mind it. It's just,
But do you reply to a lot of people? You have interactions with people, right?
Yeah, I think it's fun. Like, it's fun to, like, tweet, like I like Harry Potter, so I like tweet whenever Harry Potter's on and I watch it with people. And I tell them what my favorite part is.
That's what you should be doing with Twitter. Hey, Paul.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Hey.
How you doing, sir?
This is we're very busy. We got Garfunkel and Oates in studio.
Garfunkel and Oates.
They sing songs about getting it in the ass.
They're very, very funny.
And ugly vaginas, or they think vaginas are ugly because they don't go that way. Trying to find your mic. There you go. And we got
Pete. Sing dirty songs like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to move your chair?
You don't look.
I know, that's the magic of it.
Like you just got out of Sunday
at a church.
That's
very lovely and beautiful.
We might be able to get one more out of him while you're here. We don't know. We'll see. And then you got Pete Davidson over here from Saturday Night.
How you doing, sir? Hey, Pete.
SNL.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
How you doing, man?
He just finished The Sopranos, and now he's moving into The Wire.
The Wire's next.
nice.
Yeah.
And we were telling him about you.
What you're talking about.
He has no idea.
I've never,
watching it.
Yeah. I was like 10.
So
all the good shows were out.
He can't wait to start The Wire.
I'm pumped.
You're about to start that?
Yep.
And Paul's
I have
in
to
season 2.
Start it myself.
You haven't watched it?
Well, I've some.
You never? Wow, that's
it's teed up. It's ready to go for the past.
Do you
9
understand
years.
how great that show is?
I've heard a lot about it, and I have watched some of it. I have, but it takes me forever to learn lines, so I start learning lines as soon as I get them. So I'm always doing that, and then I plant flowers a lot, and I landscape my hillside. I'm busy.
You're just busy.
Do you have trouble learning? I do too. Like, I always panic. Like, I can remember them fast, but they don't mean anything to me. I'm just saying. I did an audition yesterday, and I'm literally could be talking to a rock right now. I feel no connection to this human. So this part of it is I'm afraid I'm going to forget.
Yeah, you panic.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear you do too.
Well, I don't panic, but that's where I'm always. That's where my focus is. That and trying to find a nice bottle of wine.
Why can't you remember the lines?
I can remember them. I just take a lot of time to do it.
Okay.
And if I'm watching a show, if I'm watching like 9 episodes or something, I feel guilty that I'm not studying for something I got to do.
Sure.
Did you ever do some shit like Brando, like taping lines on Duvall and The Godfather? I love that. You've had people that will do that for you?
I'll tape lines on things. Well, if you get changes that day, which happens a lot, you gotta learn them. You gotta put them wherever. Yeah, Brando stuck him on what's his name's bald head once.
Duvall.
No,
Duvall.
It was
What?
Duvall.
Story.
Was it Rod Steiger or Duvall?
No, it was.
I thought it was Duvall.
Telly Savalas. He said, "Well, just gonna stick the lines in the bald head and Telly's head over there."
How awesome!
Yeah, can you imagine?
Love to do that.
That would be wonderful.
And I saw you at the Comedy Cellar. You're at.
Yeah, that's where I seen you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're hilarious. You were up there. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
You were great.
And you came in, I have to say, with Bobby Cannavale too.
Yeah.
What's that project for? As Travis would say, Martin Scorsese.
Great voice, Bobby Cannavale.
Yeah,
he's great, right?
Yeah, I love that dude. I love everything he
was great, and he did Boardwalk Empire, and he played this sociopath who liked to get like fucking choked and fucked. It was really awesome.
Yeah, really. That might be your next song, lady.
And he was in Annie. Most importantly, he was in the new Annie.
He's in Annie.
Yeah.
When he's not being choked in Boardwalk, he's in Annie. Yeah, you could do that.
Chef.
We're being told the ladies got to go. I think because you got more press or something. We don't want to.
Thank you for having us. This was so fun. Thank you for letting us play songs.
Absolutely. So the new album, Secretions.
Out today. Yes. Bye, guys. Thank
you. Thanks for letting us sing.
It's Garfunkel and Oates, everyone.
I don't know why we didn't think that they didn't have press people with them. We just assumed you just kind of rolled in for no reason.
But
oh, really? I'm stuck.
You guys come back and see us,
and
please.
check them out on Vimeo. Come back if you can. Come back in before your special airs.
Yeah, that'd be good.
They're taping it in Seattle. When are you guys taping?
October.
Okay. Well, it was great having you. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
See you
Nice
later.
meeting you guys.
Bye.
All right. They're adorable.
Very nice, yeah.
Very nice, right?
Do they really
That's
sing
so,
dirty songs?
Yeah, but
it's
they're
really,
very-
and it's so fucking hard what they do because like they use big words too. Like it's like really descriptive.
I wish
singing.
I wish you got to see it. You would have enjoyed it.
I was sitting out on the couch. I would have enjoyed it.
God, we should have brushed in.
Yeah, they were really lovely.
Yeah. You liked them, didn't
I
you?
did, yeah.
I noticed.
I enjoyed them. We don't have enough women in here, you know. It's always male energy and guys and stuff, and it was nice to have them kind of pop in for a little while and
just sing dirty songs.
and then just leave like they always do.
Synchronized singing.
We gotta go.
I know.
And they're just out.
I got to say, true romance, man.
Oh my God, that's right. I forgot you were in that scene.
Okay, I heard you were a big true romance
Well, Jimmy,
fans.
a huge fan, and then I finally saw it again only recently, and I'm like, God, I forgot how great this movie was.
I forgot you were because you were in one of the most. Who did we just have from True Romance? Not Christian Slater. We had somebody else that was in.
We had Slater, and then
there was somebody else that had.
I don't know who else we had from True Romance recently.
We had somebody else, and I thought that was in. That is. Oh no, I did a scene. I did an independent film with the guy who played Boris. The guy who played Boris with the guy. I fucking hate cops, Lee.
Yeah,
that guy.
Right.
And I watched it again, and you were in one of the most famous scenes of all time, which is the Christopher Walken scene with Hopper.
With Hopper, yeah, I was in that scene, and I was the Sicilian cousin, if you will, and Tony Scott named me Luca. I think my name was right.
I don't remember.
Yeah, tell Luca to go outside and do you. Yeah, I was trying my walking, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, no, everybody's doing it. So anyway, but yeah, I was supposed to not speak English. So I'm standing there watching these guys do probably the greatest two-man scene of all time, really kind of phasing out, not wanting to know what they're saying, kind of not understanding English. So I was kind of out of it, you know. I mean, I was kind of watching what they were doing, but I was looking at the scenery and the little fish swimming around in that little tank, and I was just sort of, gazing. And then it became this epic scene of all time.
At what point, when you were watching it, did it kind of change from what it's? I know that scene is one that everybody harps on, but like you said, it's one of those things that it just sticks with you. It was really a perfect scene.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was pretty gruesome. I mean, it was obviously racy and racist, and so I'm sitting there kind of cringing because it's hard. The text is pretty strong stuff.
Did Dennis Hopper seem uncomfortable saying it? He didn't, did he?
No, these guys they were great, and they were so. I mean, I think from what I remember, they just went right into it. There was no flubs or anything. They were so prepared and so ready for each other. I think they knew what they were coming to do.
Do you think they had run it together before? Or no,
no, they just went. I'm sure they didn't. They just went for it, and I don't remember that many takes happening. So it was amazing. Yeah.
Did you know
Feeney was there?
Yeah. Did you know you were in a great movie at the time?
No.
Do you ever know?
You don't, because you could do.
You just don't know how they're going to put it together in the end, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it was great getting it. I remember meeting Tony Scott, and he gave it to me right in the room. He said, "You know any Italian?" I had just done a little Italian, a similar kind of role in a little pilot or something. So I did my Italian. And he said, that's going to be great. You're going to play Luca. You'll be the cousin. Like that. And I went to work.
Wow.
And and you see all these guys around you. And everybody, a couple of guys were sort of peacocking around, But I met Michael Rappaport on that show, and we became great friends. We still
he's
are.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I know he's around here a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had that one scene too where you guys all go in and Brad Pitt's there and you're looking for him. So you kind of had scenes with almost everybody in the movie.
I had a scene with Brad Pitt. I remember he and I were like.
Was he beautiful in person?
He was very pretty. We were both hanging out at craft service, and he had just done. Not River Runs Through It. Before that, I think he had done. But, he was like this
California
pretty kid.
Snatch.
I didn't know who he was, right? Really. So we're both hanging around the craft service table, and I wanted to say hello, but I wasn't gonna, and he wasn't going to say hello to me. And for like 20 minutes, we're hanging around like, I don't know, like trying to be cool. You know what I mean? And, but but he is a cool guy, and I kind of wish that I said hello at this point, but I didn't know who he was. I said, I'm not saying hello to that guy.
But you're in the
He's
same
pretty
movie. I just assume if you're in the same movie, you guys are all just talking and hanging out, and eating together.
He was this up and coming pretty guy, and I was like, he's just a pretty guy. Now he's.
And you're probably like, he's used to people kissing his ass and talking to him and being like.
No, because he was younger. I didn't know how brilliant he was at the time, and then I started seeing all his movies. He was terrific. I had a little attitude,
Did you see True Romance? Did you watch that one?
I watched that one.
Okay.
I saw the premiere of that. In fact, gentlemen, I brought a little show and tell.
Whoa.
Because there may be somebody, I can't give it away because my mother would kill me because I gave it to her. But here is the original True Romance jacket right here.
Wow.
There it is.
That's that's awesome.
That's killer.
It's like a high school varsity jacket.
Yeah.
That says True Romance. Was that given to the cast?
Yeah.
Wow.
You could pass it around and touch it and put it
touch it and put it on.
Pass it around.
You could if you want to take a picture in it. If you, I thought maybe
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of me in it.
Yeah, Jimmy.
You know what I mean?
Quotes True Romance all the time.
Well, it's a brilliant movie.
It's unbelievable.
Awesome. It is. I saw it recently. I forgot why, but I popped it on.
It smells good too. It smells like it's like to get that cool, like weathered smell, like clean. But that it's not from like the last 15 or 20. You're very nice to let you put your jacket on. I would never let a person of my ilk put my white jacket on.
It's my mother's.
Isn't your mom? You gave it to your mom?
Yeah, I give all my little, what do you call those, swag?
Yeah, you don't keep it.
Oh, I'm not going to wear them, but she likes it. There you go.
That's a nice pose. We'll put that up on Twitter.
You got to get the back, because it's got the back.
It says turn
your head.
But turn your head shows your pretty face.
There it is.
It's cool, right?
Yes, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a good jacket.
It's awesome.
My mother loves wearing her. She's 84. She walks around the streets in the village, and people stop her, and she loves it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really rare item. It just doesn't seem like these are the type of things that probably sell a lot for an auction. I would never sell stuff like this.
Yeah.
But
Thank you for trying it on.
Yeah, I loved it. I'm fascinated with stuff like that.
Otherwise, I'd have brought it for no reason.
Yeah, it would have been silly just to lug around a jacket. It's 106 out, but
I think you mentioned vinyl, Jimmy. We were about to talk about that. Then we
the show
went
with
another direction, but it's going to be on HBO.
Have you done any scenes with Dice? He's a friend of mine, ours for many years.
No, I hung out with him during the pilot, and but we didn't do anything together. No, we're in the pilot together, and he was great. I haven't seen his stuff, but I hear he's unbelievable.
You've never seen Dice?
No, he
I
means in
haven't
the movie.
seen his stuff
Okay, you scared me for a second there. Okay, yeah.
But the show is unbelievable. I know HBO is really excited about it. We're all excited about it.
Right. Have you met Mick Jagger?
I haven't.
He hasn't been on the set?
He was, I think, during the pilot. I missed that, too.
Oh, okay. You came in, later episodes?
No, I came in on the pilot, but not that day when he was there,
And he's producing it, right? He's not in it?
He's producing it. His son is in it, James Jagger.
How old is he?
Plays a rock star, what's the punk scene. We're around the punk scene time, like, around the 70s. Going into disco, I think.
Is it autobiographical, based on anybody, or is it? I don't know why I have to explain what autobiographical is. Everybody gets that. Fucking shithead I am. Is it total fiction?
It's loosely based on the time. The soundtrack is unbelievable. You do see the rock stars of the time. I don't want to. I'm like on edge here. What I can say, what I can't say.
Right.
It's the music scene from the 70s.
Yes, so they're in there.
The New York music scene of the 70s.
Yeah, but you got the English, you got the British invasion guys are in there.
Okay.
You got you got all kinds of guys, showing up, sort of being reincarnated in this show. So the soundtrack is incredible. Some of the players who are playing the old rock stars are unbelievable, lookalikes and sound-alikes and all that.
Very cool.
When you came to the cellar, too, because he came to one show, and then you came up and said hello to us at the table after, and you're like, can you get me to the next show? Like, you just seemed like you just wanted to go to...
It was one of the funniest nights I've ever seen in my life.
Do you go to a lot of stand-up or a lot of live shows?
I don't say a lot, but when I hear great comedy, I just want to laugh my ass off, so you guys were unbelievable.
Who was on that show?
I don't remember. No, I know William Stevenson was the host, and William's, for those of you who don't know, he's a black guy. He played the bus driver in one of the first episodes of Louie. He's in some of the poker scenes. William is known as one of the crankier comedians.
Yes. Yes, he is not pleasant.
But I love William.
He's hilarious.
He's and he doesn't ever give a fuck about anybody. But when he saw you from The Wire, William was like, asked me to take a photo. I think I was like shocked that William wanted a photo with anybody.
That he showed any fucking emotion at all?
Anything that was positive.
God.
But
Who's the guy that does the horse routine? Black dude.
Oh, that's Greer Barnes.
Oh, fuck, was that funny?
Yeah, Greer Barnes. He does the bit about a cop on horseback. Yeah, he worked with Louis at the Garden. He's really good.
Hardest guy to follow ever.
You think so? Oh, yeah, because he's so likable. He
just fucking murders.
Yeah, he kills on stage. He's very lovable. People just enjoy him. He's a great performer. Yeah, Greer is not the easiest to go on after.
That's a funny routine.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He does impressions.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, you never want that.
No.
Fun, a black guy that everybody likes who does impressions. Oh, you're finished.
You're finished.
I'm going to go up with my cynical dreck. Nobody wants to hear this shit.
How many movies have you been in?
Not many. I mean, you're asking Paul. I think me.
I mean, I would assume that you're one of those guys people come up to and they know you and they try to figure out how they know you, right?
I get all kinds, people that are fans of True Romance or The Wire, a lot of that stuff. I had a girl the other day come up and she looks at me, she goes, and she lifts her hand up, and she's got a tattoo of The Wire right here, but she looks like she saw a ghost. She looks at me, she goes,
and then she just holds up her wrist.
Holds her hand up like, do you see that? And she was like quivering and shaking. But, there's Wire fans, there's True Romance, NYPD Blue fans, there's people, and you kind of know who's coming at you. Middle-aged ladies generally watch in plain sight, but I've done a lot of movies.
It's funny. I saw you in when I saw you in the cellar. We had just interviewed somebody. Who did we have in recently? Tom Arnold. It was a Tom Arnold film. The last one we had.
I saw it. You were in that.
Yes, but I said to Paul, "Hey, I just saw that movie."
Oh, dude! I just saw Get Hard. I was like, what the fuck?
He didn't know that the movie I was talking about. And he was in it. That's how you know you have a good career.
Yeah.
You play the abusive ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. Who? What?
In a Tom Arnold movie.
Yes, you play the boyfriend with the flowers who keeps showing up.
Right, even though
with what's the name of the wonderful Latina actress?
Yeah, I don't remember her name. Sofia Vergara.
Sofia Vergara.
No, it was
Salma Hayek.
Oh, this is
it was
IMDb the shit out of this.
No, but I love the fact that you didn't know it. I'm like, that's a guy who does a lot of work when it's just a job. You show up, you do it. And I'm like, yeah, I just saw you in that. And you're like, what was that?
You saw that? It's out? I didn't even know it was out.
Tom Arnold came in and promoted it, and we watched it, to prepare for the interview.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell was the name? I liked it, actually.
I don't remember. I forget what it was about.
The fighter,
Hold on.
But the guy was an alcoholic or something?
Yes.
Sin City Saints.
Now we're just stopping the show because we need to know.
Oh, last year?
I don't feel bad.
9 people are on IMDb right now. This is unbelievable.
Dumbbells.
Yes. 141 credits.
I know.
Yeah, you have a lot of film credits. Well, just go to the ones from 2014, 2015.
Yep. Maybe just go to Tom Arnold's IMDb. It might be easier.
Underdog Kids, The Curse of Downer's Grave, and that's all we got for Tom Arnold.
Oh, come on, man.
Jungle Shuffle.
It was an all right movie.
Shelby.
You were terrifying as the ex-boyfriend that wouldn't leave her alone.
Mission Air.
It's terrifying?
Yeah, you just kept showing up with flowers.
Any day. Thank you, Travis.
Any day?
That's definitely it. Any day.
I said that.
I don't remember.
You guys don't listen to me.
And it was it was the actress that went out with Sanchez, Mark Sanchez.
Eva Longoria.
Thank you. Yes. Now we're putting the pieces together.
No, maybe you did. I said the wrong name, and he said
Eva
the wrong
Longoria,
name.
You played William.
Unbelievable. She is what a consummate pro she is.
Yeah, I remember.
She put me in my light and stuff. I was like, she goes, your light's here. I generally know what my light is, but she was fine-tuning me.
She was one of the first people I jerked off to. Because my mom would watch Desperate Housewives, and that's when I started to get into the ladies.
Is was she from that show?
Yes. Yeah.
She was a big hit on that show.
Whack it. I used to watch it with my mom. We finally had something to do.
So you were waiting for your mom to leave the room?
Yeah, as soon as she went to bed, I fucking put the TiVo back on.
Wait?
Watched it. Yeah.
You couldn't wait to get that back on?
Yeah. Fucking spanking it.
But you grew up in an age with internet and stuff. Why don't you crank it to regular TV?
Because that's what that was hotter. That's hotter because it's just so everything's so accessible. What do they say?
Accessible.
Like that?
That's all right because you're an
asperger.
Wow, really? Yeah. Did you have favorite scenes that your go-to scenes?
Yeah, just her fucking cleaning the house. Really?
It's not her. He's a germ freak, so he just liked the fact that germs are being cleaned.
Oh, no dust.
Isn't it weird though? Like when you're younger, what turns you on? Like for me, it was like cable TV, and it was so innocent. Like I wish it was just that easy anymore. Now it's just so jaded and different. But back then, man, just a little nude scene in Stir Crazy.
It was
There was a
exciting.
stripper scene in Stir Crazy where the girl shake her ass, and I was like, oh my, that scene got me every time.
What was great about it? You had to work for it. You had to actually work for it. You would have to find it and wait for it. Yes.
Remember the book, The Happy Hooker?
Yes.
Xavier Hollander.
Sure.
Yeah. I remember having a little. I have friends who pleasuring myself to this book, which I'm gonna tell you what happened. In the 3rd grade, teacher says, "Okay, it's time for a book report." I wish I remembered her fucking name. And I said, "Can we write it on anything?" She says, "Anything at all." So I write a book report on The Happy Hooker.
In 3rd grade?
Whatever it was.
That's awesome.
Maybe in 4th grade I was reading it, right? And maybe 5th grade, I don't know. So she calls my mother into school.
I think your son should skip the next grade. Your son should go directly to high school.
Your son's a prodigy.
Your son's a fucking genius.
She gives me a B. And my mother, she says, "Do you know your son is reading this book?" She said, "Well, he asked you if you could." She backed me. She had my back. Because she knew, because I asked my mother, I said, "Mom, I'm reading this book." She goes, "Well, that's okay." You know, she didn't want to restrict me, my upbringing.
That's a good mom.
Well, she's
a solid
she's
mom.
a piece of work, my mother.
So
she's a very entertaining 84-year-old.
Is that like a
She's a
Playboy?
playwright.
Sorry, it's like an older book.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it
12?
Yeah. Is it like a dirty book?
Yeah, is it dirty or is it just like mild? Is it like
No, it's a biography. It's an autobiography of her. I don't remember it.
I never.
Was she like a Playboy?
I heard of it. I never read it or anything.
No, she was a professional prostitute.
Yeah, Xavier Hollander.
But a high class one, high paid, high class, businessman and whatever she did. But she wrote this wonderful book. It was a bestseller.
Yeah, that was a big. That was a movie to The Happy Hooker.
But I just say that because that was one of my early.
Turn on. What's the one now that they all love? They all love the gray one, Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey.
But I think that's more of like a romance with some dirty stuff in it. But it's not the type of stuff that I could get off to. But women love that.
They loved it.
Like for them, it's like the romance, the rich, powerful guy.
It's awful.
It's not good.
I almost watched it the other day just to see what it was all about.
It's awkward.
Not good.
I
Me and my
didn't want
girlfriend
to.
tried to watch it. We were like, "This is just fucking weird."
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't
I
that
don't want
great.
to sit and watch this with you. It was this fucking handsome guy from the UK. Fuck this mediocre looking girl.
Yeah. And Spain wants her to sign a contract.
Yeah, he's just signing. Yeah, what is this bullshit?
Yeah, it's
But
bizarre.
that gives us all hope, though, Pete.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, we're not going to meet a guy like that.
Yeah, we're not gonna fuck.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
No guy is gonna fucking downgrade.
No, you wanted to spank her and
It's
tie her
for
up
them.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not into
Are you a
that.
spanker?
I am. It depends on what she's done.
God.
Yeah.
Thank God my girlfriend's not in this room right now.
I'm a bit of a spanker, but it depends. I don't mind being on the receiving end either, to be honest.
What is the punishment, Jimmy?
I always get reluctant at the end. I always wind up and then I
slow
lightly
down?
tap
Oh, yeah.
it.
The punishment?
Yeah, what's
if
the
she's really
punishment?
bad, she has to look at me while we fuck.
But why does she have to be spanked? What did she do wrong?
It all depends. Maybe she's
fucking you.
Yeah, exactly. Bad decision making.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, yes, you need contact lenses.
Bad decision.
Yeah, bad eyesight.
Oh, God.
No, it's more like it's just a sexy. Oh, by the way, you played. I didn't mean to segue from sexy. You played Mo Howard in 2000.
That's right, The Three Stooges.
In the
ABC TV biopic,
Yeah.
with Michael Chiklis as Curly and Evan Handler as Larry.
How was it? Was it good?
It was great. We were, we had coast to coast rave reviews. It was a hell of a picture. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Do you remember your first acting job? And what were you doing right before you got into acting?
I was painting faces in discos in the 80s with glitter and lightning bolts and shit like that. Yeah, I had a kit called Art Eyes. In fact, a friend of my buddy Mark Bennett, who I created it with, we had a little kit.
Yeah.
And we went around to all the clubs and we painted these beautiful little designs, which started like at Renaissance fairs, but my buddy who's an artist refined it. And then we made this beautiful little kit and we sold it. We opened at Henry Bendel's. We sold it at Macy's, Bloom. It was a big hit. Then we went international. Then we traveled around kind of the world doing it in clubs and boats and yachts and parties.
Great.
That's so interesting. I've never heard
I thought
of
I was going to get a who gives a fuck answer.
That's fucking awesome.
What an interesting job.
We had a wild 5 years doing Art Eyes.
Did you paint the Did you ever go into Studio 54?
We did Studio, yeah.
You must have painted. It was a very legendary club.
Elton John, Brooke Shields.
Wait, you painted Elton John?
Yeah, I did little music notes on his face. That was in the south of France. It was in Saint-Tropez. Yeah, that's what it was.
Did you get any of the ladies doing this?
It was very lucrative in many ways. Yes.
How was Studio 54? We've just heard the stories over the years. Was it as crazy as they say?
It was it was just a big, beautiful club. But it was the scene. It was what it was all. I can't believe I'm old enough to talk about Studio, but yeah, I was there a couple times. Thank you.
Did you? What stopped that business?
We had this kit. I'm always afraid to talk about it because it sold. We sold 80,000 kits in 3 months, which was $1 million worth of stuff, but a lot of it sold into the department. It came on the scene. It went on to Regis and Kathy put it on. He put it on his face. It went worldwide overnight. So the orders came in, and we had these two brothers who were selling it. And one brother wanted to be more conservative and open it up slowly, and the other brother wanted to just sell it everywhere. And it wasn't ready to be sold, so we'd ship to stores in Atlanta, a department store or whatever, or Harrods in London or wherever the hell we ship it. And the kits were not put together, but it needed promotion. So if we weren't there or a girl wasn't there who we trained, it was sitting on the shelves. So we sold 80,000 out there, but probably a third of them didn't sell through, as they say.
Oh, because they was just blasted out. So was the conservative guy right?
Yes. We should have opened it, slowly, but then it was knocked off by another company. That's the problem, is things are going to get knocked off.
Yeah, it's hard to have certain things copyright, like the idea of putting makeup on somebody is, Wow, that's a pretty interesting.
I'm going to show you a pic. My buddy of mine just sent me.
What was the name of the kit? What did you call it?
Eyes.
Art Eyes.
Art Eyes.
Okay. Bennett.
I vaguely remember that or something. It sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Art Eyes.
That was my nickname.
Art Eyes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This isn't TV, but my buddy literally just sent me this picture yesterday. He found the kit.
Wow, it says Art Eyes in purplish script in the bottom right side.
Oh, wow.
And there's a white.
Like Miami Vice font.
Yeah, it's
she
very
looks like
Miami
Brigitte
Vice.
Nielsen, bright red lips on it. It's really cute. It
was cool. And it had a little kit, and we invented these little appliques, stamps, where you'd stamp on your own little design, and you'd fill it in, and it was a very cool little thing.
Did you trademark that?
We did. We trademarked it.
Why don't you try it again now in clubs? People are all fucking doing dope and dubstepping. Why don't you,
Dubstepping.
Whatever it is they do in a club.
It would be great.
Yeah, why not?
If I wasn't busy, I would be doing it.
You can do both, because now you got a platform to promote it. You can go, by the way, I'm promoting this new show, and if you'd like to watch it with something interesting on your face.
Yeah. How intimidated would it be to get your Art Eyes done by him?
I'd love to get my Art Eyes done by him.
You're like a man. Because you're like a man.
I was good at it.
Yeah.
But we wore berets and scarves. We looked very flamboyant.
Artistic.
And you could teach girls to do it.
Yeah, but it was back then, so it's like artistic.
But then we did. We went to Saint-Tropez, and everybody was topless on the beaches, so we ended up doing all this body painting.
Nice.
And we were in Paris Match, that magazine at the time. I don't know if it's still around, but we were in all these magazines. We were a little hit, and we had a lot of fun.
The return of Art Eyes.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. Mark Bennett, if you're listening to this.
You should bring it back. So then what was your first acting job?
It was either... I guess I could embarrass myself a little bit.
Sure.
Well, I did I don't know.
A porno?
No.
No, what's guy number 4?
I did Assault of the Killer Bimbos, I think. That's a good, fun one to talk about. I did that. I did a Story of a Mafia Housewife, which was like a TV movie with not Armando Santos, something. Oh, Talia Shire was in it. She was very nice to me.
Adrian?
Yeah.
Adrian.
Connie. I see her as Connie.
She did not age well. Rocky 1 through 3, she was like a fox, and then all of a sudden,
she's a wonderful actress.
A little drop
she's
off.
so fucking.
She's very talented.
Of course, she's super talented.
People get old.
She's a lovely lady.
Her son's a good actor too.
What? She's a nice lady. You can be nice and horrifying looking in Rocky 5. I was like, they should fight Talia Shire, not fucking Rocky. Sorry. Oh boy,
she's amazing. Come on, she's
all
a
right.
Godfather. She's legendary.
What's that? I've never seen.
Pete is young.
Pete's a youngin'.
He's a youngin'.
I'm a young guy.
I love it. Craig Shoemaker.
And a bit of an ageist, we've learned.
Yes.
Yeah. Just kidding.
I know you
Jesus. I didn't know that this show would turn on me all of a sudden.
We just don't want our teeth knocked out by Paul.
You can make fun
I have no fear. No,
I got all the
I enjoyed it, trust me.
You,
yeah.
as Craig Shoemaker would say.
So you did Attack of the Killer Bimbos.
Then I did like what are those shows?
Cagney and Lacey.
Yes, that was one of my early
China
ones.
Beach.
Cagney and Lacey. Who'd you play in Cagney and Lacey?
Trucker number 2, I think.
Did you get arrested, or were you just...
I got busted, yeah.
For what?
Tyne Daly threw me up against the wall.
Damn it.
And I told her to really do it. And she said, ooh, you're good. You really want it to be real. I made her really do manhandle me.
I don't like cop shows with female names. There's another one that's out now. It's something in Isles. Rizzoli and I don't like the name. It might be a good show, but I hate Rizzoli and Isles here. Ooh, pretty girls. They get it done. I just don't like that.
Like
I don't
Franklin
like
and Bash.
Ugh.
You know, like I like those two dudes in it, but like the name, yeah.
Tired of two names.
Buddy, friend and friend.
Yeah.
It's fucking lame.
You were in Doogie Howser and you were in Father Dowling Mysteries.
You were in Doogie Howser? I know that.
Tom Bosley.
I was.
He's been in everything.
NPH?
How was Tom Bosley?
I don't remember.
Is he the guy that invented the hair?
No, that's gone. Yes.
Yeah. The Bosley
hair system.
He was Mr. C.
Yeah.
Mr. C.
Happy
Mr.
Days?
Cunningham.
He's an actor as well?
He played the
wow.
father. And he did the Glad Bags. Because we trusted him because he was Howard Cunningham.
Oh, my God. What memory.
He was America's father.
He certainly was.
Oh, don't talk about fathers in front of Pete.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's the big old day.
Oh, you know what? I forgot tomorrow's anniversary. Oh, my
14
God.
fucking years.
Lost his dad in 9/11.
Yeah.
Wow.
Paul.
I'm going to LA. I was supposed
Tomorrow's
to be doing a
the day.
show. I forget. And it was a weird show night, 9/11, to have that like.
What, you doing oddball?
No, I've done a couple. I was really good, they said. But no, I'm going out to do something else.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you have the benefit with Burr.
We're not doing it, though, because there was an issue between Jack FM and Live Nation. So, is tomorrow depressing for you, or is it now not as bad?
It really depends. It depends, like, how my sister is, how my mom is. It's going to be a little depressing because it's 14 years, and that's 2/3 of my life. So it's like, it's a little weird.
He was 7.
Yeah, so it's like...
Brutal.
It's weird. This one's a little weird one because of just the numbers thing. But I'll fucking get over it. It's fun. I got a fucking hoverboard, you know?
Sure, you can zip around town.
Zip around town crying.
Yeah. Who's that sad boy magically flying by us? Who's that sad magic boy?
Yeah. It's it's not, you know, I could speed tomorrow, get pulled over and fucking pull the card. You know, it's nice. This is a nice day for me. Get free toast. A free bagel, you know.
One of the only things. This is one of the only things that makes me uncomfortable.
Really?
It does?
It really makes me uncomfortable.
It's a little tough.
It's brutal.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Not gonna lie to you.
What do you think of the Freedom Towers?
I think it's a great thing. I do. I'm not going in there, but I think it's a nice thing. You know.
Have you been down there?
It shows
ever
bravery. Yeah, I've been. You know, I've been around there.
In the
They
area.
asked me to come do a tour of the museum, and I'm like, my house is a fucking museum. You don't need to.
Right.
But it's a nice thing. I think I'd rather them have it than not have.
Right.
Yeah, I want to go to it. I haven't been to it.
I heard it's super nice to look at. Like it's huge. But, you know, it's hard to go down there.
Yeah, I agree.
That's another, like all these 9/11 like organizations are just like, now that like they want you to do stuff. And
Right. Do you get involved a little bit?
Yeah, like I like one or two of the things I'll do, but like, you know, it's fucking depressing.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
I would imagine they'll do a moment tomorrow during the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
It's the 11th, right?
A moment because Drake is fucking Serena Williams.
Is he really?
Yeah, we all need a moment to fucking take that in.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know who's
Fuck
luckier.
9/11. Drake is fucking Serena Williams, everybody.
This just took a very odd turn.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Taking a moment to,
Yes, it has.
Everybody's almost crying. And
to honor
bring it.
9/11.
Exactly. Now our dicks are crying.
Are they still televising the reading of the names?
Yeah, that's another weird one.
Well, because no one wants to be the
Nobody wants to
no one
fucking-
wants to be the channel that says, you know what, we're not going to
Well,
televise it this year.
Nah,
You look
I
like a
don't
real
think
asshole.
they should do that shit anymore. I think them lighting up those blue lights
That's
is enough.
fucking cool.
It's cool. It's
to
a
see.
nice way to honor it. I don't think you need to sit there and be like, Scott Davidson, you know, and then everybody's standing. It's a weird thing.
Did you, there was a great documentary on it called The Woman Who Wasn't There.
Oh, that fucking twat.
He saw it. Yeah. She's
that fucking cunt bag is infuriating.
Yeah, she's the worst
That
person.
was maybe that was the first thing since Osama that got me mad about 9/11. I was like, fuck you, lady.
She's that hateable woman who claimed to be a survivor of the towers, but she was just an attention-seeking piglet.
When did it unravel for her? Because a lot of people bought into that for a long time.
I don't,
She got so big that, like, she started. That's the thing. When people do shit and get away with it, ego, like, kind of like the Pablo Escobar, like, how, I know that's a weird thing, but I was watching that new show. It's like he was so powerful and he was just dealing drugs, and then he was like, now I'm going to be in office.
Yeah.
And that's what she kind of did, where she was just like, now I'm going to have my whole organization, and I'll run an empire, and then it didn't even
She
put herself too out there.
She was a spokesperson. People respected her. They all loved her, and she was not even in the building. She got her scars somewhere else. And at the end of the documentary, they show someone finally, because she disappeared after she was exposed, and they find her. And it wasn't like she got rich off it, though. That's the only thing that makes her a little less hateable. Yeah. Like, she wasn't taking money or anything. She was just like one of these people. She was a nobody, and then she felt like a somebody at these people's expense.
Most of the people like the lady that convinced her boyfriend to fucking kill himself.
Right.
It's like one of those.
Well, I was going to say, most of the people that had loved ones, they didn't want the attention.
Yeah. Fuck yeah! When people come try to talk to us all the time, we don't talk to them.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of people stepping forward and making it about themselves.
It's not a fun thing,
of course.
But that lady sucks.
I never saw the documentary.
It's a great documentary.
I've heard all about it over the years.
It's a great documentary
too. I haven't seen it.
It's so good. You find yourself wanting to sleep with her. Yeah. Yes, I thought it was a story about my room. I'm kidding, gang. I'm just doing some wordplay stuff. We lighten it up here on the program.
It's so great that you have a scrub daddy.
Yes, you don't know how happy that makes me.
Dude, I wore it on a date with my girlfriend. Like
the scrub daddy shirt? Oh, that's so great.
And the whole time she was like, you're a fuck. Because we met up. She's like, you're the worst.
That's what you should have said to her.
Yeah, scrub daddy.
Yeah, scrub daddy.
Call me scrub daddy.
Well, you started your day wearing a scrub daddy shirt, and then you're ending the show, or you ended the show or near it wearing the True Romance jacket. That's pretty cool.
That's all right.
Yeah. It's kind of a nice
day.
It's called a 360.
Have you been waiting to say that, Justin? Fucking loser. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
What did I do? I'm tying it all together.
I'm going to make a point before the show's over.
You
fucking asshole.
The fuck was that?
I'm sorry. 9/11's tomorrow. It's okay.
9/11's tomorrow.
My dad's dead, you fucking asshole.
Let him say whatever he wants, man. Tomorrow's a bad day for him.
And another thing, Opie. Another thing. Just kidding. Sorry.
But I would love you to call some people on my behalf. That'd be great if it's a bad day for you, like people who wouldn't use me in their projects, which is everybody in show business.
I don't care. Jim Norton does not do that show.
He doesn't get that part. It'll make him a big star.
What is I gotta ask this. What does your mom think of you sort of making fun of it?
She at first,
not sort of. You do make fun of it, but it's also obvious that you loved your dad. So it's not.
He was the shit.
You're not downplaying this shit whatsoever. But what does she think of that?
I've been doing stand up about it for probably like 3-4 years, and at first she was like, I don't think it's a good idea, and then she saw how kind of it's a positive thing. So I don't think it's her favorite, but she's cool.
Does she laugh at it?
There's one joke she really laughs at.
No kidding.
Yeah, I have a 9/11 joke she really likes. That makes me happy.
See how strange that is? Because some people say you can't joke about 9/11 or you can't joke about this. You can't joke about certain topics. But there you go. You're right in the wheelhouse. And your mom laughs at a 9/11 joke that you tell.
Yeah, it's the best. My sister doesn't laugh at any of that shit, but my mom does.
Yeah, it's a tough subject for anybody.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I find that, sometimes I do it. And people get turned off, and sometimes they don't,
Right.
Depends on what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Paul's shocked.
It's, I'm a little prudish when it comes to, but
that's the purest form of comedy, to make fun of something so...
I laughed at you many times.
Something so harsh.
Man.
Yes.
I have to go because I have to be on a plane.
Yeah, we all got to go. So, Paul, a pleasure meeting you. I hope you come back.
Me. Yes, I'd love to.
It's vinyl. It's going to be out next year on HBO, right?
It is, yep.
So we got a little time still before that hits.
It's, I think after the beginning of the year is what I'm hearing.
Great.
Yeah.
And my goal is for you to watch The Wire. Pete's about to start The Wire, and my goal is for both of you to watch The Wire.
Right.
You were great. Season 2, he was great. You're going to love The Wire, Pete.
I'm pumped.
Anything
By the way, how awesome, before we go, can I say one thing? James, is his name James? Oh my God, he played Ziggy. We're going to have him, we've had him before. Remsen.
I don't know his name.
Ransone, James Ransone.
Okay.
I think his name is. Played Ziggy. Yeah. How fucking perfect was he as an awful asshole tag-along brother?
He was terrific.
Holy God. Every time I saw him on screen, I wanted to strangle him. He just, the clothing he wore made you hate him. His attitude, the way he talked, you're like, oh, this guy's a douche. So good.
Yeah, he was terrific in it. I did work with him a couple of times, and he was great. He was just odd and, interesting and bizarre and weird. He was great.
He's the one in the tranny film you turned me on to, right?
Yes, he plays the boyfriend.
There's a movie that was, the whole thing was done on an iPhone. It wasn't bad.
Really?
No, I loved it. It wasn't bad at all, yeah.
Like an iPhone 5?
It was, yeah.
It depends what.
It was shot on a pebble.
Yeah. We were supposed to talk to the guy, then it didn't match up, whatever. I would love to talk to him to see what kind of other technology he did use besides the iPhone, but supposedly the whole thing was shot on the iPhone itself.
On three different phones, yeah.
3 different
People
phones.
are so creative.
And the movie it was well written. Anyway, whatever.
Right.
Anything else you're promoting, Paul?
Oh, I don't know. That's it. Vinyl right now, yeah.
Okay,
Vinyl is it. You could go see my mom's play reading at the 13th Street Playhouse.
Really?
Flower Girl. My mom's a playwright. Yeah.
She's still doing it at 84.
84, yeah. She's a wonderful playwright.
Good for her.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So Paul will be in that. It is nice, right?
Yeah, it's such a nice, sweet, cute thing.
My mom writes nothing.
We write together.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
She doesn't
so
like
nice.
something, she stabs me with a fork, though. That's not going to work.
Is she an old school Italian mom?
Jewish, but very funny. She was threatening to kill my father yesterday. You know why old people, they say old people kill each other. I say, Ma, I never heard that. She goes, well, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him.
Oh, that's great.
She says to my father the other day, you think 65 years they're married. You think you know me. You don't know me. Trust me. He thinks he knows me. He doesn't know. You don't know me, Vic. Trust me. She's hilarious.
Great.
She's fucking, you want to laugh. You hang out with my parents for a couple of days.
Bring him in here. I'd love to talk to your parents.
She's very funny.
Yeah. All right. Pete's going back to SNL. Are we going to see you anytime soon?
Yeah, I'm back.
out.
I'll come back. October 3rd is when I'm gone. So.
Okay. Oh, October 3rd.
Yeah, I have at least 2 weeks left.
All right, we'll squeeze you in again. But I know you're playing Caroline's 2 weeks from tonight. It'll be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, starting 2 weeks from tonight.
Yes, Jimmy the week before.
And Jimmy
I'm there next week, and again, my IFC pilot tapes next Tuesday. I don't know if tickets are available. NortonAudience@gmail.com. There's a 3 p.m. taping and a 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. I keep getting out the wrong times. 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. on 34. It's at the Hammerstein Ballroom, but it's above. It's at Kamau Bell's old studio.
Great.
So I got a bunch of dates on sale. Whatever. Fucking. Oh, Garfunkel and Oates. Check out Secretions. I thought they were awesome. I really like them.
That was super impressive.
We're going to throw one of those videos up on the YouTube channel. So I guess that's it.
Thanks for having me,
Pleasure to meet you, Paul.
Really
We'll see you again,
nice
all right?
to see you guys.
All right. And we'll see you guys. Bye.
Today's show will be available later today.